We are the 8th minute now, and what can you say about the game so far?
Well, understandably, the game has been by far very interesting to watch. It's shown how far Osimhen can go as far as possible to make an opening chances for most of the players at the front. And understandably, I feel like Nigeria is going to, without any further ado, going to give better scorelines to this opposing team, Rwanda. Nothing much to say, but it's by far a very entertaining game.
Yeah, it's just
Very,
the
very.
the 8th minute of the game now, and I feel like the 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 idea that Nigeria has brought to this game is to like keep the ball and see if there is going to be any opening. And I think we should not in any way underrate this Rwanda side. Um, I think they have an experienced coach. He has managed some African teams, as commented by the commentator. So, considering the amount of points we have now, right now on the log, we cannot joke with this game at all. And then we expect nothing than 3 points. So what are your predictions though?
My predictions so far, looking at the game, I'll say maybe Nigeria could give Rwanda a better 2-0 scoreline, if that is from what I'm looking at so far. I feel like I'm very confident about this game. It's going to be very, very entertaining. Trust me.
Oh,
I see it so far. Even if we have to look at the possession, even from the 10 minutes game that I've gone for, I can say that we are by far having a very higher possession in this game. Just sit back, watch, and relax as how Nigeria is going to, teach Rwanda a bigger lesson of who and why we could.
win. I would have said 1-0, but I don't want an hypertensive game. So I just want Nigeria to score two on time and let me enjoy the rest of the game.
Yeah, yeah. Even if say we were to add maybe one more 3-0, Twitter will go. And
yeah,
what
yeah.
did we just say? This is wonderful. Oh, look at that. That's
Victor
Osimhen.
Osimhen.
Of course, Victor
Wonderful-
Osimhen.
wonderful cross
The number
by-
9
by-
has
by
given
who?
a goal. Victor
We
Osimhen.
were just talking about predictions. I think I'm ready to raise my prediction a little bit higher now. So maybe I can take it to 4-0 now.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, we have an early goal, wonderful cross by. I want to see the replay
Of course.
to
Of
check
course.
who made that cross. But that was a wonderful cross and a sublime finish by
This
Victor
is
Osimhen.
honestly something that I predict. I know Super Eagles, I know my team. This is Rwanda. Although I'm not trying to say that Rwanda are not competitive enough for Nigeria,
Of course.
but we are of a bigger team.
Yes,
Look
of
at
course.
that
We have
goal.
we have
Look at
bigger caliber of players.
Look
Oh,
at
look,
that.
man. Who is better
vision.
yeah.
Is just perfect. Perfect. Just wonderful.
Sublime finish also.
And some haters are going to say maybe there was supposed to be an outside track or something, but
Offside
for,
trap. No.
nah,
I
nah.
think
From it so far,
I think it's just more of better professionals against
of
Rwanda.
course.
right now.
Okay, let's make it maybe 3 more. And we'll call it 4
I
0
mean,
and say okay.
I mean, considering if I'm going to go back now, you remember the African Cup of Nations games where we had a lot of people. I don't know. May God rest their soul in perfect peace. Lost their life because I think we have some hypertensive people watching Nigeria games.
Of
And
course, my
Nigerians
father
are
is an
passionate-
example.
Nigerians are passionate people. We watch with the whole of our heart, and we want nothing but the best results from the Super Eagles. So
Of course.
now that at least they've been able to ease our heart a little bit, I think they can just continue to do that and make us. I mean,
Of course, but let's
enjoy
not
the game
celebrate.
better.
Let us not celebrate earlier, as we can see. We just need to add one more to make it 2-0, so that I can know that we're on a defensive attack or a defensive position to know that
Yeah.
we have the upper game in this.
On this
This
future,
but
right?
one thing I know about Nigerians is that we sometimes can slack behind when we can feel more relaxed
Yeah.
after scoring a goal
Yeah,
or
I
something.
think
But
from Lookman won't be bad. And maybe the assist should come from Osimhen, so it's be balanced.
of course,
Let's just have big boys have fun in
those
this
two
game.
guys are people that I'm rooting for, honestly. But let's just sit back, relax, and just watch out
And
the game.
maybe
please.
maybe Alex will be a little because I think he has been doing fine for Fulham, no doubt. But in the Super Eagles colours, I think he has been under a lot of criticism because he's not been able to
Honestly.
replicate that form in the
Honestly
Super Eagles.
speaking,
So
I remember
maybe I
he-
want him to like show a little bit of himself in this game
Yeah.
and at least bring down those criticism a little bit.
Honestly, I remember a particular period where he was criticized to the point where he had to drop his Twitter account because of what Nigerians were saying. But
We are big shows in this part of the world.
honestly,
So
so I think that will contributely put to the fact that maybe that is why we are still fighting strongly in this game, because I feel like maybe if we are to lose this game, there is going to be a lot of criticism against these players, but it could be different, it could play well, but let's just watch and see how Iwobi can, add to the goals, or let's just see how the Nigerian team can play
Play in
more,
general.
play in general. But
Yeah.
forget, don't forget about criticism against these players, even though.
Yeah,
And
yeah. I've never been I've never been in support of those heavy criticism. Yeah, I think you can demand from your players. You know, it's just normal because we are also investing our hearts into this game. So you can demand so much from your players, but then we should make our criticism. I think criticism is not unavoidable, but you
yeah,
can just respect them even while criticizing them, and then because they want to give all their heart for this nation also. So I don't think anybody wants to lose. I mean, we should just be creative in our criticism and at least support them more.
of course, it's something that could boost their ego and make
Yeah.
sure that they are performing better at the game. But honestly, it's something that we need to talk of. And if you are to take it more serious about this criticism they get, most of these players concerning these games that they lose or they don't play well at times, it could make a positive impact in their
Mm-hmm.
confidence and make sure that they play well in their next games to come and expect a better result.
Yeah.
But
I think in the game so far we haven't seen
we are
anything
seeing
to criticize them for.
nothing to
So
criticize. Honestly, giving us a goal at
let's
nine
just hope
minutes
it goes on
opening,
that
it's
way.
it's something to be proud of. Very very proud of. Honestly, very very proud of. Okay, so looking at the game so far, it seems that there was a foul.
Yeah, online,
Nigerians are not going to
How
be so happy about
yeah,
that.
how well do you think he's going to fit in that position there? Because I don't think I've ever seen him play the
The
left.
left side.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's more far better to see how much you can go far at playing at some different sides, but
Hmm.
we can't
Left
really.
back position.
Yeah, we can't really say
He
for
has
so
always been
far.
playing right back for
Right
Nigeria.
back, honestly,
So
but
today he's
it's
been
very
absolute.
different to see him playing on a different side, the left side. But I feel he's going to do, exact better the way he was playing at the right back. So let's just watch. It's going to be different. I feel it's going to be different. Don't worry. Okay. The Okay, so we have 16 minutes, 18 seconds. We have 1-0, one in Nigeria leading one. Like I said before, Nigeria is playing in a positive impact on this game, and I am rooting or predicting for a game of 2-0. If I was actually to be given a reward or a gift for this kind of prediction, I should be winning it, honestly, from because I am
So
good
you
at
are
what I
still seeing
predict.
a 2-0, a 2-0 to the end of this game.
Nothing is going to beat my prediction from that. I'm looking at
Ah,
the 2-0.
I've raised mine a little bit higher.
If possible, I am also looking at Osimhen scoring the 2 goals because I can see that this boy is playing something of a professional gamer would play on the pitch. And also from that first goal, I could see that he has a very perfect vision if it comes to somebody who is playing that kind of game. So yeah, my predictions are high, and I feel very confident for this game. Honestly
Although
speaking.
I'm in conflict with your prediction. I want you to raise it a little bit higher. I want to enjoy the game so much. I want to see goals, and
Okay.
we also have some other live World Cup qualifier games in African football, and we'll be bringing to you all the happenings and the results from the other games. We hope to have a beautiful evening with a lot of goals, and Nigerian has not been showing any less of that.
Okay, so it seems from the NPFL Nigeria that Nasarawa at 48 minutes is still goal ties to 9 Rangers International. Understandably, I don't know if I was expecting Rangers to play, more better against these Nasarawa people, but it's quite still shocking that 48 minutes is still 0-0. But at the same time, we also have a game to Republic of what was it? Okay, it's
Burkina Faso
Okay, Burkina Faso. Okay, that's
leading 1-0.
okay. Burkina Faso leading 1-0 to the other team, and that's very beautifully played by Burkina Faso. But I'm
Djibouti.
still,
I think this is the first time I'm hearing of this Africa. Have you ever heard of that African country?
but which country?
Djibouti. That's
It's,
who Burkina Faso is playing against, and Burkina
uh,
Faso is one goal up now. And I I I I, I never I never knew they were playing African African World Cup qualifier. I didn't know. I didn't. This is the first time
well,
I'm hearing Djibouti, by the way.
if you are even to speak of Djibouti, even if I don't know about that, well, I know the country Burkina Faso that we faced previously at the World Cup
Yeah,
final is strong enough to beat those teams.
yeah, yeah.
So,
Of course, of
honestly,
course.
let's not, like I said, no criticism against these teams, but
Mhm.
you know, Burkina Faso have a stronger opponent,
I
and
mean, I mean,
you
the
know,
horse has been doing the criticism already.
let's just, oh, look at this. Like I said, this game is very interesting to watch. The parts that these people are playing. Oh, we have Nwobi here.
I love the
Nwobi.
pressing from this Nigerian side, and again, under a new manager, in the Super Eagles, I want to see his influence almost immediately in in the upcoming games. And fair enough, we've had one with an early goal against Rwanda. I just hope they can continue to
They
replicate
will,
such.
of course they will. Of course they will. Unless there are some Nigerians that are, saying most of this stuff that maybe the CAF has been against us for a while, but I don't think this game shows much of against. And I feel this game is going to be perfect. Honestly, I'm very very optimistic, very very optimistic. Let's just watch and see how the game plays. Okay. So far, I think there haven't been any substitution at about 20 minutes of this game, but I feel like there will be more of the substitution changes in the second half, you know.
Mm,
And Nigeria has a very big reputation of always playing better well at the second half of any game they are playing. So let's see. Substitutions will be high at the United State, but okay. Oh
ooh.
come
Why
on,
why
come
why
on.
why are our players sleeping though? Why they
Ah,
in the phone now?
Midfield.
We don't see Osimhen go down just
come
very
on.
early at in the game,
Are
and now Lookman sef don dey draw now. Wetin
are
dey
we going
happen?
to be getting heart attack from this kind of mistakes from this team? Shouldn't be, It
Hope
shouldn't
say no
be.
be say dem don pour plenty water for that side.
Is it
We no
is it
want
going to be
mago.
is it going to be the wetness of the field that is going to stop us? Of course, it can't now. Of course,
I mean, evidently we already wan go up.
it can't. But honestly, I would be on a tougher seat if I'm to see 1-1 very soon at this match.
I
But
will be at the edge of my seat, and I don't want to be. I don't want to have that feeling.
oh my god, oh my god.
I
Okay,
am
nice
not close
cross,
to
nice cross.
hypertensive, but I am beginning to think for other Nigerians right now.
I understand, honestly. Okay, okay. Oh no, no, no.
I love the way we are winning the ball back, and that's the first sign of a serious team.
Yeah, it
How
is
you
says the
win the ball back
intersections are good.
is important
How
for
you
the growth
play.
of any team.
Yeah.
And I think that's my first observation about Nigeria under this new manager.
Yes,
You should always win the ball back on time, because without the ball you can't do anything.
of course, the intersections of most of the ball that you get at this game would further see how you get more vision on how fast and skillful you are as a player. Is something that will be very, very important at elevating yourself at the Super Eagles team and elevating the team also all together. So intersections are part of the, you know, okay.
Player for player though, I don't think Rwanda is in anywhere close to Nigeria. Player for player, I mean quality wise.
Ah,
So if we are to make predictions on quality wise, I don't think I'm staying anywhere closer than 4-5. But then because it's African football, I mean these players sometimes they like to play conservatively because they don't want to go back to their team injured. The
okay.
quality of the pitch,
You,
the weather conditions. So all these factors bring down, because if it is for quality for quality, it is a no brainer. But then because of these factors that I have mentioned, it's kind of reduced the output of these players, and then makes the game causing, and have low scoring,
crowd or the people watching the game. I think this is more of Rwanda's home. Okay,
Can
can you
Nigeria make it a second goal?
can he? Oh, what a perfect save by the
That
keeper!
was that was so
Perfect
that
save.
was so that was wonderful.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
That was a
Perfect
great
save by
save,
the
and
keeper.
Nigeria could have been 2-0 up there.
I am telling you, the confidence I am having at this game is it keeps on
Are you
increasing.
still keeping your prediction at 2-0?
Oh my god, are you going to wipe me? My predictions are much higher than this. If I'm to keep 2-0, I'll
I
keep
mean,
it.
because we should at least be 2-0 up already, even though for the brilliance of the
Well,
goalkeeper.
this.
And I predict more of this coming up in this game.
Oh my god, from the goal they scored for that 9 minutes to entry, I think maybe the Rwandans have already seen the big points or the break points of Nigerians at which they're using to intercept their defensive game. So it will be very difficult for them to get a second. But that was why I just had it at
probably
2-0,
they'll sit back and rearrange, and
Yeah, of course, it's something else we can further about. But that was once again that was a very beautiful save from the keeper. Very very beautiful. I think we have a challenge so far coming on. Oh, what is going on? Oh. One thing I will say about Osimhen, this mask he puts on sometimes, it's what we Nigerians call it. Nigerians will call it some kind of a superhero mask or something that makes him to be very known in the team. But it adds to the okay. Oh, that is Osimhen header.
So far in the
Very
game, I've
beautiful.
noticed that Nigerians are becoming so dangerous with set pieces. Can we say they've been taking some clues from us now? Maybe they've been watching a lot of Arsenal games recently, because we have almost been at almost the end part of every crosses from set pieces, and
I can honestly agree with that. The set
long
pieces
long,
takers
long
are
may
good.
it continue.
Of course, we take lessons from most of these our big teams. Gunners, of course, we have the set pieces take going very well. And who is it against the team that we're playing in, and it will be better for us. Okay, it's a throw in. Seems to be that the coach is make yes. Nice throwing by Brazil so far. Once again, if I'm to even look at the possession of this game, I don't think Rwanda has gotten anywhere close to where Nigerian possession is.
I still think it's still pretty early in the game, and sometimes teams have
way of their
stints
comebacks, right?
in games. They can just take possession for like maybe 5-10 minutes and produce a result with that. So sometimes I'm not big on possession. I'm more on chances created, and how far you get up there. And I think Nigeria has been doing most of that. They are at least turning their possessive football into chances creation.
Well, if you look at the listing right now, Burkina Faso is still 1-0 to Djibouti. Honestly, and at the same time, to Dr. Congo playing against South Sudan, it's 0-0 29 minutes, which is very very surprising too.
I think
South Africa, Lesotho.
yeah, that's a match I'm so much interested in, because both teams are from our qualifying group, and then I'm looking forward to the results in that game. So I just hope every other team in our groups now just keeps keeps drawing,
Please,
so at least you
please.
can move up higher. We need points. We need to accumulate points in that group. I just we are on 3 points with, I think, 4 matches played. I think that's
Wow.
close to that's.
Wow.
I don't think that I don't. Is there a word better than worse than poor? We've been poor in that group. So we need to just amount points right now.
Okay, honestly. Share me a favorite player there. What will you say about South Africa, Lesotho? Who is your big prediction about their two games?
South Africa, home or away, will always be a favorite in that fixture. But then I just hope Lesotho can frustrate them in this game, and then at least get a draw from that game. But then,
Rwanda.
sentimental point of view, I
Of
think
course.
South Africa is going to go home with the full 3 points in that game.
Okay, we have a very big prediction right here, but I'm not really surprised if South Africa can do something there. But
Yeah, we have.
oh my God, it's in Nigeria making an
No, I
offensive
don't
game.
think he should
Oh,
have crossed that ball. He
defensive.
can take on that player there. He's almost one-on-one with your marker, and then I think you could have done better with that ball there. Or probably it's just showing the manager's instructions. Just the ball. I don't know. We can't be live now.
Well done, guys.
So if be like say now for 31 minutes like this now, we still dey see say Nigeria still dey lead Rwanda or
Rwanda said done the whole ball now.
okay. Well, me I feel like anybody wey don carry Nigeria like this full score like
Over.
over
You know,
or
see,
something.
as the game start now, when Nigeria get early lead. Some people
wow.
go down the knock that game now over
Oh my
2.5, over
god, or
3.5.
something.
I want me Nigeria turn up for them because me
I know
personally,
my
I want
guy
see
for don't
those.
carry am over 1.5 say made two teams to score, but honestly I keep prediction saying at 2-0. One more.
1.5 over 1.5 on African games na better value, so me no even come talk say over 2.5. So as Nigeria just start now, wey be say they just knack them sharp goal. Some
Honestly.
people go down, but I think we are making a lot of mistakes attacking now.
Okay. Honestly, I don't know predictions that I gave. I don't know the prediction wey I been give na 2-0. I don't know wetin
Your
dey sup,
your
but
predictions today, oh no worry na. Na my own dey shaky now.
you sure say I no
I
suppose
wanted
carry this game at all.
I wanted
Honestly.
three to four. I wanted 3 to 4 goals. Me now they like punch past my way too.
For the remaining games, honestly, I'm still saying okay. We have a goal by Burkina Faso, which is
Another
2-0 at 34 minutes.
if Burkina Faso no
Burkina.
knock that Juventus, they no knock them like 5.
Honestly speaking,
The guys they questioned
these teams
because
are
that team is no match for them
a
at all.
goal which is a Traore B 2-0 by 33 minutes, which is something very. I've been predicting say Burkina Faso Fee just scored 2-0. You know, this is something similar between
That match go
Nigeria and
reach like
Burkina
five.
Faso. Honestly,
That
if I
match go reach like five.
sometimes if I dey look some Nigerian games, I dey always look Burkina Faso games too. They are much alike, but you know we are the stronger
We have
teams.
yeah,
Let me not be so
we
bold.
have better players, so to say better players, but me it just amount to better
Of
results.
course, if you not even go that flash course, if you go see say well, yellow card even day for the game. So honestly, but you know everything shall go. Let's just focus more on the Nigerian Rwanda match.
Nothing really concern me about that Burkina Faso game. I'm less concerned about that game. I'm just so much focused on teams that are that's the same what's it called, group
Say
with us
same
with
group with
us
us, of
so
course, honestly.
now all those ones, now I'm just so focused on that South African game. As I just dey see 0-0, I just hope see nothing the open lights for that. I no wan see lights. Na so darkness I want to see for that game. Make they just off lights for that match like that, but then
Okay, so let's make it more entertaining like this now. So most of the guys we go this sporty bet, they carry Nigeria Rwanda game. Most of them their comments just stay off me, honestly.
you no fit enter that place make your comment no off you.
But they said, "Oh God, help me." What's that supposed to mean? I you think Ghana must go? My God, these people are so hilarious, honestly. You say, as well, Nigeria too. See people wait. Oh my God, the comments are just pouring in. It's just, is it see? Oh God. Oh, but this man get boy. Oh God. So looking at the comments, it seems like as if people are not too confident. Like I say, they're not too confident about this match or something.
In almost every Nigerian's out there, the match never finish until in the referee blow final whistle. Anything if it just happen now, somewhere you be say you could just peace, you just if you just go peace finish now another one just the whole you down. If these people just like this team have disappointed us a lot of times, so you can't just be so confident in them. So any emotion, any comments, sometimes any criticism sometimes looks so valid. So but then I hope we won't have to go that route today.
Well, in terms of disappointment, I could remember the last game we played against South Africa, which South Africa how many were we beating again that
No,
period?
I think it was 1-0 and they
1-0,
came back.
yeah.
Oh no, I think they went up first.
Yeah, so that should be the final.
They said I think quarter-final of
Quarter final
of the
or
African
something.
Cup
Yeah,
of Nations.
yeah. It was the quarter final or something, and they were beating 1-0 down. And I saw a lot of outbursts from the Nigerians, and it felt like as if they lost hope in the Super Eagles and most of the people. But get as how the team won't touch now, guys. Honestly,
Let me tell you from my own point of view now. I'm just going to be so honest. A part of my heart went far when Nigeria drew against Ghana for the World Cup playoff
yeah,
for
honestly.
Qatar. The Qatar, a part of me just went off for Nigerian football, and I think maybe they kind of brought it back with this African Cup of Nations. At least they tried. They finished as a finalist. But then you see that particular game, if no be say Nigeria I for cry, but I no cry based on say na mine I be.
Wetin you
But I
wan
no
cry
cry.
for?
So
Oh,
I just
God.
hope henceforth we don't have to
Okay.
be having those kind of at least Nigeria I believe we should be number one in Africa. We have
We
the
are the
players.
giants of Africa, right?
Course.
Honestly,
We're talking about first half substitutions. Then surprisingly, we have Rwanda
okay,
making
I
its
think
first
we
half
have made the
substitution
first
already. I
substitution
think
of
the
the game.
player must be having some complications there because I see no reason why the manager should be
Right,
making a change.
I feel it's more of like a strategy or something, but hey, if you want to use strategy against Nigeria,
South African managers they get strategy.
Honestly.
Get strategy. You reach to me that they come up player for first half. This one no be this one no be Jose Mourinho, Abi Ruben Amorim. Then this one I think it is more of physical issue than the strategy for me.
Okay. Looking at the possession of the game here, we have Rwanda at 35 ball possession, 35%, and Nigeria 65%.
That 35 save wey dey get, I feel say na just in the past 5 minutes, 5 6 minutes, na im dey start to dem out.
Honestly, I been thought
Because
I say ball
looking from
possession.
the first to like
And
to
midfield
like the
don
30th minute, e go reach like, I think that should be their first shot on target. E go reach like like 80 to 27 because Nigeria was almost like taking all the
Omo,
possession
e be
from
like
us.
say the midfield side not just dey play well at all. Or e be like say maybe the center attacking or something is not really focusing more on how to attack the ball, push the ball through. It's just really very frustrating from my observation in this match that at the center again the midfielding side is still not perfect to the point where we can give a second goal at this earlier time. And honestly, e go be like say this my prediction go wan wound me but I go still sit down, or should I say sit down or stand on top that
I don't
prediction? E go
expect
go well, no
Nigeria to
fear.
concede against this Rwanda side in this game. I'll be so disappointed if we concede any goal in this game. I don't want.
Okay,
I don't have to go through that emotions of celebrating.
what is this? Oh no,
That
he
was
should
one
have go through.
wonderful build up there, but then it amounts to nothing.
Ah.
Hopefully,
Well.
the next build up can lead to a goal.
If you even look at the possession self of this game, one that is even putting me at the higher end is this goal attempts that Nigeria has given 4-0 possession by Rwanda. So maybe it can't, or am I not updated enough? Because it be like say Rwanda never even they never even get goal attempt at all, which
I
just
think
is zero
I
or
think
something.
maybe if you refresh a little bit because
That was a goal attempt.
Yeah, I think that should
something
amount to a goal
but
attempt.
wetin concern me, no be only one they don't get as goal attempts.
And it was a weak one for that matter, so if they can't how strong it be, you no
Oh,
suppose
see the
count.
benches the bench sef they just dey sit down dey wait. These people are hungry. Honestly, people are hungry. Okay. Oh, look at the
If I'm to be the Rwanda manager though, I think I'll advise them to like play more long balls because I don't see how they are supposed to like get at this Nigerian defense with the regular build up play.
honestly. If you dey check that South Africa Lesotho match too, you realize it's still 0-0 at 42 minutes.
I'm
South
interested.
Africa.
I dey interested in the stats of that game. I want to see how much Lesotho is holding up South Africa.
At the same
Whether it
time,
is a tense game for them or maybe like at least they are doing the Lord's work.
see line up sef we no even like check line up. Okay, line up dey alright, but for me to say about this lineup, I'm seriously not in support of Ndidi's lineup at the center there. I'm not sure if Ndidi is playing much at this game because I feel he's not playing much of what he's supposed to play at that center there. But
Player like Ndidi, you see them more often when the team is more like under pressure. If Nigeria
I understand. I agree with that.
is doing more of the possession, you see little of Wilfred's game.
Yeah.
But then once you start soaking up pressure now,
Okay, I be like say the pressure no wan come up because this is 42 minutes and counting now. Half time go soon reach, but if like say this seat don dey hot o. I predicted 2-0 and we still dey at 1-0 like this, but
no worry. Second half, you said
who is that? Is that okay? I thought it was, oh my god, my eyes. I thought it was Peter Obi, honestly. Wetin dey do me for this game? Like he's gone. It's 2-0 straight up. Peter Obi like person wey I feel say if he sit down for match like this, watch. It's a very good positive match, honestly. But
yeah, probably. But then in Rwanda, I don't think
Mm.
it would be so much of him going down there to like support the Super Eagles, especially at this stage of the competition. No, not competition, qualifier rather.
Well, looking at even the last 5 matches for Nigeria, okay, in 2024 we won against Ghana. That is the same thing I was even talking of, that much of this
that
kind of
was
score line.
by online there, and considering the caliber of player that it is,
Oh
I'm
my
so
god, look at
disappointed.
the crowd
Because
ranting at
this
the
is
game.
this is how you allow the oppositions to get at you with I call it nonsense set piece now. And that is how the underdogs can bite you with. I just hope it amounts to nothing after. That's the first corner of the game, and
All those ones we don't carry first
doesn't
corner
lead to
to
their
play.
first goal.
First corner of the game, that's good, honestly.
We throw this first soccer punch with from the
Of
set
course.
piece.
If I'm, if I'm, if I'm,
I just hope they are not returning
I
it
hope
there.
the defensive position of these Nigerian players are watching to take this corner kick. I hope say you go just move this ball come up for them, because something in my mind is telling me that this is a
Make
very
person tell.
dangerous territory. What is this? What's happening? It seems the referee is trying to, one thing about Nigeria is that they too like fight for this kind
Now
opportunity.
everything with the fight economy, with the fight, so may they just take that fight enter game for us.
Oh my God! Oh my God! I love what the keeper did. I
I
love
think
it.
that
I
was not
love what the keeper did.
confidently swiped there. And
I love what he did.
the
Honestly.
as good as Nwabali is, I just feel say he like to dey play. So me no just use our heart play for this match.
Oh, Abali.
And can you see the chances emanating from set piece now?
Is somebody brought down? Oh, he was brought
Calvin
down.
Bassey.
Calvin or something. Calvin Bassey. Okay. This is 45 minutes coming in right now. It seems to be that we still never get that additional minutes, and we have 3 minutes additional left that
Additional
we
time
put in.
in the first half.
I don't know it's now go on talk now. This is 1-0. I don't know, like I will predict
No worry
2-0.
now, another one will come outside for second half. They go run am, no worry.
If second half,
Because
please,
me, I need me Nigeria do overall for our people.
please, for those of you listening to me, I feel say maybe I go just change mine in second half enter, because at second half sometimes the opposing team, maybe like Rwanda now, they go on the play offensive. My prediction fit change. I feel still like maybe like 2-1 or something. I don't know.
Like I said, I still keep my stance that I don't think Rwanda is going to score a goal in this game.
Yes, okay. It seems the South Africa Lesotho now on halftime. It's still at 0-0.
I say me Nepa just take lights for that match. I no wan see goal for that match. Me Nepa just off lights. You know, may anything wey be like lights, may they just off am for that match, because anything wey be like other features for that our group, I no wan see any lights for there. May all of them just dey draw. Because na like that we fit get up high, because now first position I go qualify automatically, and then I think this I don't know, I'm not very sure of this now. I don't think the second position does even have playoffs to play, but then so I think they said the second position will play playoff, but
Yeah,
we finished second the last time, and then our playoff we take come out. So me, I don't even want playoff. I want to finish first.
For the
So I don't want anything
we dey group C. South Africa dey first, second Benin, third Rwanda, fourth Lesotho, and
fifth.
fifth.
You see that Gadagba put.
Oh my God!
So now we need the results in this game, and then
Zimbabwe. Honestly, we need the points from this game to see wetin we fit play so far. But what did he do now? Was that heading or what? Honestly, it's just something very crazy. Okay, this is 1 minute of the additional time, and I don't know if he just did like this now. This game now, person fit just score now additional goals, like stoppage time goals, and I go just dey gallivant for my seat like this, because honestly, you don't know what to expect in this game. You don't know what to expect, but I'm still optimistic about what to expect. Okay. I saw Osimhen was trying to do counter. I love this boy.
I think we have
I love this boy. I saw Osimhen from the start. Is it? Oh, what a goal!
has made it.
There was something I saw him doing, the counter. That boy is ready to make him move from the
once
start.
Osimhen presses you, let's say that guy dey press. That guy sabi press. I don't know, that guy dey press plenty things.
Wait, remember wetin I talk that time? 2-0 now, na the prediction be this.
Okay, you still dey keep your prediction.
I still dey keep am.
I don raise my own. Now Osimhen don make am 2 goals now for first half alone. So see say maybe if you be like twice as tall now, like wetin Burna Boy sing. Second half now we fit come add another 2 join am.
For now I'm still standing on it. Second half my still let's add additional 2-7. We make it 4-0 safe, because the way the taste here, we are on a better high here. We are on a better stage here. It's just really very good to see. If you looked at that time when he crossed the ball to Osimhen was already on a stance of counter. He was ready to move at that pace already. Although the first attempt had failed, but it just be like say the guy just dey expect the ball may come. And look, this guy leg is so long. Honestly, this guy leg is so very long. The boy just, oh my God. He's just very talented, very talented. Osimhen, the Batman of the Super Eagles.
Of course. he's on good goal scoring form, and now Nigeria has the ball again. Let's say they want this Lookman. Let's say they want dismantle this Rwanda side. Now very sure they can't come this game.
Okay, if you look at the scoreboard now, if let's say Nigeria don't move 1 point up, we are fourth on table at the Group C. Which is very very
one
good.
Spot on.
One spot on. That's very
I
good.
don't say ourselves for fourth. Now first I want to see. But now one more they look first. When they don't look anywhere, lesser than first. And that first I want me they look. And I want me they just off lights. But I dey particular about that light. Maybe they off out for other features.
I don't think it's going very well for Rwanda right now, and I'm just wondering what must have been in Rwanda's head or the manager's head right now, because it seems Rwanda are running out of ideas. Oh, and that is the end of the first half. I get a lot to say, honestly. I get a lot to say. Over 1.5 boys now for don't they still say the
over 1.5 boys don't they mark their tickets.
They don't they cash out like this right now, honestly. You see, because it's like as if are going to listen to my predictions. I've been predicting say 2-0, but now first half is this one.
We don't see the 2-0 already.
Now first half is this one. Like nice saving by Abali, honestly.
And I think the performance has also the goal line has also matched the performance. Nigeria has been pretty strong in this game, both attacking wise and defensively.
Yeah, honestly.
I don't expect anything less for second half.
Shots on goals. If I'm even to read the possession, say 5 goals to 5 goal attempt to 1.
I said it from the outset that I don't care about possession. If they like when they take possession, maybe we just score. If they take, being 2 goals up now, they will be looking, and they are home, so they will at least be willing to impress their fans. Press a little bit more, hold the ball, try to get at the Nigerian, the Super Eagles defense, and with that they might have a little bit more of the possession. Like I said, Rwanda, you can have the possession, maybe we just score the goal.
Can we really talk about how far Lookman has been playing very well in this game? I've been noticing more of Lookman plays, and he has been playing an offensive game. Although assisting Osimhen with the first goal.
Sublime cross.
First
off, I feel
he's good. He's playing really good.
Now the first time they play under this new manager, and I feel he don't get role change. Before we see more of Lookman from the left hand side. Now they see more of Moses Simon from that side, and it looks like Lookman they play more of the middle role now, like they play like 10 now.
I thought I was the only person noticing it.
So now I'm optimistic about how much you can produce from that, because he really plays that position. But then if Lookman is facing your goalkeeper, then I think you should expect more goals from himself and then Victor Osimhen.
Well, you can see that the Batman of the Super Eagles has scored 2 goals, but the boy is just, he's just very good, honestly.
We still get one Superman from Lookman. So as Batman dey do, make Lookman sef no look anything. Make just no come out wo be. Say they say na look, make no look anything. Make just dey throw. As Osimhen dey do Batman, make say dey do Superman. Make just dey sweet.
Iwobi too has made some attempts. Iwobi, at the same time, I don't think there's going to be any criticism against Iwobi too. Iwobi like say Iwobi dey play better game for years. I never really expected Iwobi to have much play, but he has delighted my observation. He's good. Honestly, he's very very good. I feel like
when your team is leading, you struggle to find criticism. But personally, from a personal point of view, I haven't seen much of Alex Iwobi in this game.
You get issues with him.
I'm not trying
You get issues with him.
Iwobi na my guy. I like even when he was being criticized, even when he was underperforming for Nigeria. I've never been the one in support of those criticisms. But then in this game, I've struggled to see his performance. But then the second half can change, of course.
That is the exact thing. The second half might change a lot of things,
but then I think he's been pressing. He's been, but then attacking wise, contribution to build up plays. I've been seeing less of Victor of Alex Iwobi. Hopefully, the second half can be different.
Exactly now, what can we wait till we fit talk about Rwanda now as they come up for second half? If you say they fit add another goal,
normally the manager go ginger them. They go chop ginger. Normal na ginger they go chop. Anything wey they want give them. After ginger, the only thing wey they fit chop na food. But then if you say as they chop that food, as they chop ginger, we dey give them more food. May we give them food to chop for pitch. As they chop ginger from dressing room, maybe we dey give them our own food on top it. So as they chop that ginger, maybe we just give them 3-0. As coach dey you understand, because me I want a stress-free game a stress-free game in this match.
Honestly, but let's just be watching. Sure, it's something very very good. Very very good, honestly. Me, I still dey stand on top my prediction. Shall I don't know, but I feel shift down.
Nice one, guys. Nice one. Also, David, I love that. Okay.
My first time.
Like seriously.
My first time.
I always tell people say, nothing person carry come from heaven. Now this world we dey learn everything. You understand? So, see if I can stand for this side, ba. Go switch.
So we are back on the game right now. From it, I don't see so far. If you say Rwanda, if he give us something else, so I don't know. The second half might be very, very unpredictable. But
nothing wey Rwanda wan da. See, now I tell you, I no dey here come analyze anything. I don't tell you say me I don't want anything hypertension. I know because I know they talk for myself. You know, shey get. I dey think about the more than over 150 million Nigerians with the outside. Some of them they pass through hypertension. They watch this game. I know even want make Rwanda reach our post, but then we have to put in the hard work, of course.
My question now is that is it possible for Nigeria to qualify this match? Because as we keep praying for
no, they look reality.
So how many people want to
but the truth is that realistically speaking, though,
yes,
the team occupying the first position is on 8 points.
Yes.
Followed by the second team 7, third 7.
Yes.
Fourth, I think fourth is on 5. I think fourth is on 5. Nigeria is on 3 points.
Yeah.
No.
Nigeria is on 3
Nigeria,
points. And there's still I think there's still about
just 3 points.
Yes, we're on 3 points.
Sure.
If we win this game now, we'll go to 6 points.
We're on 6 points already, like this.
If we win this game,
We already won the game.
okay.
So use that language.
But then let's talk.
What you just need now is that we need more goals.
We need to win the next. After this game, we need to win the next goal.
I think 5 matches remaining, right?
We've played 3. We've played 3.
We played 3 already.
Yes. Is it 8 games? Is it 8 games in total? Is it 9 games in total?
I think it's 10. I think it's woman and woman away. It's 10.
10.
So we already play 5.
That's realistically speaking, we can still make the top 2 now.
Yes, you are right. But
if we win the next 4 games, next 3 games,
but so we'll be praying for our opponents, other people not to win, right?
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. I say I don't want me to bring lights for other people.
If other person will spoil, other person will know good, have you?
Pessimistic. Let's say the fear.
No matter of fear. Okay, are they sleeping where other people are getting points? Where are they then?
Okay,
that
you know what? You know. Of course.
Sometimes it's not about prayer. It's determination and how you focus.
Now we just look. We know if they look back again. Now we look forward.
Okay,
Like that one. Now
the past.
moving forward.
Okay.
I mean, we have a new manager.
Yes.
And
Though there's improvements, I can say
considering
improvement.
the performance in this first half,
yes.
they are not doing bad at all.
Yes,
So
you're right.
we won't grow from this performance now, and if they do this one, they go.
If there's more
I
of
see no
the-
reason
there's
why they
more
don't
of an
make at
attacking
least
play.
second spots for that group. And considering the
And
teams
that's
we are going up
I
against,
think
Nigeria should be able
that's
to beat the
qualifier.
rest
You have
teams
to
in
be
that
qualifier.
team.
The qualifier, you have to be honest.
Like-
Our last qualifier, they send us home.
Oh my god. it was
We
something
finish
very, very
finish
very
second,
honest.
then we go play playoff. Now why are the talk say even second
That's
sef,
our
man?
playoff last time. They sent us home.
That playoff sef they
Okay.
had. So and I can't imagine Nigeria not going to back-to-back World Cups. I mean, I'll completely be. I don't even know
The
English
hands
I
of
won't
Africa.
use. I know how that means 8 years of my generation no see World Cup. I
World
don't
Cup.
know. I no go
That
play.
is-
So if anything wey they
Oh, well,
fit
bro,
do to
pack am
qualify
for
for that
nine.
World Cup for USA.
You know what I'm just saying is that it's really very unfair, and this is very, very untraditional for a football nation like Nigeria, a country with players from these our local leagues as well. And I feel that we can give them the chance for them to prove themselves. You know, we should not only rely on the foreign based
Of
players.
course, honestly.
I know they have a lot of experience, you know, but we need people that we play with passion. You know, because,
Say na passion dey come here dey come
these
Shokweju
days,
now.
what I can see that
Passion plenty for
they
there
are
now.
playing modern football, you understand? So
You
we need
know,
to be more
you-
passionate about the ball. Another thing is that I'm tired of every time prayer. Does it mean that other countries don't have God or they don't believe in prayer?
That
But
is-
as
that's
a
all
about
but
channel
we will talk
our
about
prayers.
if we go
No,
talk
no,
about that
we
prayer.
in Nigeria, we know how to
Nigeria
communicate.
is a big
God more
religious
than other
country.
countries.
So I know it's impossible to rule out that praying part. I no go lie you, even if Nigeria dey first, you go still see say people dey pray.
No, that's
So
not.
that
Let me
one-
tell you. Let me
don't
tell you.
rule out that
What are you?
prayer.
Most of the
What are you
times,
praying
most of
for?
these people they feel that it's just more about the prayers, but not much about the hard work or what
Do you
is
understand?
uplifted or
Yeah,
something.
that's
Some people
true.
say
and,
that,
and it's honestly very great. So are you trying to even tell me that even with this prayer people are praying, there are no other teams who are praying the same prayer that we're praying, so
Do you
that the
understand?
God self will answer their prayers?
No, now who sabi pray pass now?
Oh my
So,
God!
na
honestly.
that one we get prayer warriors for
You know,
here.
it's not supposed it's not supposed to even just be about prayers. Also, just more of the hard work, more of consistency, and training and
that's
stuff
what
like that.
matter.
We go see say,
Let's
we
forget
go
about
there
prayer.
on top,
Because
because
I don't know why. Since I was born, I've been watching Nigeria match. Always, if I get BP by now, I don't know what to. I know my condition. That is, anytime I watch Nigeria match, my BP always high. But I don't know why. Because I only have it to
My
my dad.
father-
Are they going to win this match?
They drink Kokomo. Coco Samba or
Honestly,
Jacobo before you
honestly.
watch Nigerian ball.
honestly,
You understand? They also go
Okay.
that. You know what I want to say is that let's call a spade a spade. Do you understand? Our football federation authority, I don't think they are really doing very well. There are a lot of politics which is really affecting the national team. Even our professional league locally is also being affected. You understand?
Of
It's
course,
that
I
time we see ourselves doing everything based on merit. You understand? You don't have to play politics because, like me, I can't remember the last time I watched Nigerian football. I would say I'm still falling in love with them. Do you understand? It's very awful because I played football, my primary school, my secondary, I represented my school, even my polytechnic. You understand? So it's very painful when now I lost passion or interest for football.
And
It's
that
not
and
really
you, the
good.
same way you
It's
feel this,
painful.
the same way most of Nigerian youth are feeling right now. But then once the time of that match don reach, we go still try watch, show solidarity.
Yeah, the compassion is
but
there.
the
The
truth is
compassion is
that
there,
that to be honest, I told you that a big part of me was taken away after that Ghana qualifier match.
As
And
a
I'm just- and I-
as an
the
African,
Nigeria just have
as
to
Africans,
work out
we
to
don't invest
bring
in
somebody
football.
like me and my heart.
Honestly,
We don't.
Just work
Africans
hard
don't
to
invest
bring
in
my heart
football.
back
the
inside.
budget
So-
of funds are supposed to be
and how they
pushed
fit
to
dey
the,
see our
to
local
the teams
consistency.
or stuff to
So
further.
Nigeria don't. Africa don't invest in football. Right
It's
from
honestly it's
That's our
really
localities.
painful
You
to see that.
You see person ref go chief in the go just dey beat am.
Okay, that one na another topic entirely. now shebi we dey face the same African teams wey wan qualify for World Cup. All of us we dey together now make we do we now wey be say big footballing. I think when you mention footballing countries in Africa, Nigeria is up there. So why we no fit dey make am to the World Cup considering the amount of I mean, do you know the kind of prolific players we have in Europe? Not to mention the ones that we also have right here in Nigeria. So
No, of course,
we
I
no be
agree
us
with you,
suppose
100%.
no dey represent at all for World Cup. Hopefully they fit change their fortunes this time around.
Well,
Okay,
we know
let's hope for the best.
We are all hoping for the best, honestly. But even at the fact when we say we dey hope for the best, because they work towards that hope we dey go for. You
Sure.
understand?
You dey very
Honestly.
big on that working out.
I
that
love that
working,
word.
I love something that has to do with you hoping for something, and they say you are working towards that thing. I be student now, they go school, so even if you want expect good results,
You have to
something,
work hard
no be
for
say
it,
na
you have to
only
prepare
prayer,
for it.
you
Yeah,
gats
yeah.
dey work for
You
am
have to
too,
work
you
for
gats
it,
dey read
yes.
sometimes too. You no fit just settle down for your room just dey pray say make you get good results. You cannot have a good result from your Super Eagles or from the team if you are not working towards it, and they dey talk say they dey pray every
Me, I
single
go still
time.
talk am.
No,
You
no,
no
no,
go
no,
fit
it's
ever rule out that prayer part.
No,
Just
listen,
try.
listen.
You
Me,
go, the prayer
just try.
part
Me,
dey
listen.
included.
I mean,
but
I'm just talking
Wait.
in generality.
I
with
agree, I
Nigerians.
agree with you
the
too.
best football nation in the world today is who?
Brazil,
Argentina.
I mean, if you talk about the love for the game, I always feel all
No,
the
I'm not talking
ability.
about love. I'm talking about
I think it's English now. English football.
English was not even English team is not the number one team in the world.
You
I'm
know,
just
I'm
telling
just
you
talking
that
about the
we have
league in general.
Argentina,
Brazil.
Brazil is still like number 3 or number 4.
Spain.
You mean
have Spain.
you mean in the
football nation
ranking?
Football ranking, yes.
The ranking.
Argentina, we have
Argentina,
France,
France.
Spain.
So those people, they deal with prayer, right?
Do they?
I'm asking Mr. David.
I don't think they don't pray.
They don't know God.
They pray. They
They
pray,
pray,
of course. They
Let me
pray,
tell
of
you,
course.
I remember,
pray.
see, during my schooling days, the only time I pray is that my lecturer should not misplace my booklet. That is the prayer.
That
But I
would
will never
be
pray
very,
that I should pass because I knew what
You
I
know,
did.
you know
Yes,
what you
yeah,
right.
you understand?
justifiable,
So
yeah.
that is how it is. You people say this guy is lucky, but come to define luck. Luck means preparation, meeting opportunity.
Of course.
You understand? You can't tell me that you didn't read for exam and you passed the exam. Definitely there is a kind of manipulation somewhere.
You did. So, yeah.
Do you understand?
yeah.
All
So
these
we-
countries
we
are
need to-
talking
we need
about. All these
to- we
countries
need
are talking
to-
about. Have you been to their training ground before? Didn't know the instrument, the technology they are using.
I love what you just brought up. Honestly,
So
I think there was a particular time we were even training, and they said the lights in the stadium went off.
Can you
Yeah.
imagine?
Oh my God! I will never forget that.
That
That occurrence
incident.
that happened. It made me feel like as a Nigerian, we cannot have steady equipment, facilities, and to use and train our players more better for the
And
upcoming matches.
we are just always expecting
Because
miracles,
don't invest
and
in
it
football.
has influenced
We
every
only-
other part.
We only talk about politics.
Yeah, it has influenced every other part of
Only
our
open
nation.
politics.
We hope
Not
for
invest in
miracle that
football.
our leaders will work. We hope for miracle that we will have
have a lot
power.
of talented
We hope for
people
miracle
in
that we will have
Africa.
good economy instead of
Yes.
putting the real work.
Okay.
Right now,
hopefully
Okay, let's
things
shift
can
from
change.
that now. So
Anyway, right now the second half want to start, so
Yeah.
let's hope for the best, and we need more goals. not just winning. We need more goals.
More goals,
Because
honestly.
Now
it's been a
the
lot.
focus don't come up for 1.5 now. 2.5.
Now,
That's just-
Burkina Faso is leading by 3-0.
That was not supposed to be.
Oh my God!
Also,
3 goals to nil.
The Democratic Republic of Congo is leading South Sudan by 1 goal. And then South Africa is still playing Lesotho goalless.
As my friend say, don't off the lights. So let's forget about that. Okay.
So I hope someone like Balogun that predicted Nigeria over 1.5, a way team to score 1.5. That one is sure banker.
Sure.
So I believe the boys will make us proud tonight.
Of course, they will.
I see them coming out with flying colors. I hope they maintain or sustain their lead into the game.
Oh, we are already seeing a foul play to
No,
Osimhen,
even
which is-
before the match, right? So this boy say, if I don't win this match, you know, father play go na village. I don't know what
No be today now. No be today now.
They have to win the match.
So
And at least
kudos-
see Osimhen, the guy is
kudos-
really crazy, he's really
Kudos
talented.
to
He should really show his
Victor
skills,
Osimhen.
show his ability.
Yes,
Yeah, and also,
he's a very.
But I'm still open. I'm still looking at Lookman. I'm still watching what Lookman can do. And
He
other.
already had an assist in this game and he has
Yes.
not
Has
been
an
absent.
assist.
But I don't know
Very,
what
very
happened to Iwobi. I know anything concerning other matches, but his club is doing well.
But
But I don't know what's wrong with the
Iwobi
guy.
is-
I don't know,
Iwobi
the guy
is
will lose
honestly-
focus when it comes to Nigeria.
Iwobi,
Like I
don't know.
said,
I want to ask one question. Sorry. Is there no other player that can represent Nigeria at that Iwobi position in that team? Are there no players?
No.
Look at the Nations Cup.
Obi is a skillful player.
Don't forget about skillful. All the players are skillful. Everybody are skillful. It's all about
even me
it's all
say
about
this skillful.
discipline. Do you
If you give me
understand?
ball, I go
Listen,
level.
it's all about discipline. Do you understand? There's no ball work. All of them they can use the ball and do one or two things. You understand? But you don't determine how disciplined you are. Do you understand? I can remember like some like just like JJ Okocha is very skillful, we know. but you can't play under the likes of a coach like Ferguson.
Guardiola.
Ferguson, because they don't have time for that nonsense. Give me the ball. You understand?
Do you know that in Nigerian football they play individual? They don't play team. They don't nothing like teamwork.
What about Atlanta 96? All this time.
We
What
were
about
trying to change-
Tunisia 94?
But that was then.
I think that's what
All
we
the
are
matches
trying
that
to
they play
change now.
individual football.
Okay, wait now. Maybe if you want, you need very very skillful players to even play individual football. And looking at this Nigerian side, I still feel say we never the qualities, even though the quality where they thought they get, it never reach like
Standard.
all those. Maybe say they play individual. They are. I think they're still trying to play as a team compared to I think some few years back when we have quality players like Gigi Okocha that can hold the ball, that can push the ball on their own. Now who get those skills for you? Now Lookman has skills to take on player and to finish. You know if they do skills, they entertain to the entertain fans.
Powerful
So
play, yeah.
like this now,
Powerful play.
even going to Europe, look at the Arsenal side. They are winning games. They are second place team in the Premier League. Yeah. You can't see they are that bad. You struggle to mention skillful players in that because they play as a team. So now that is what we should try to replicate in the Nigerian national team. Make them they play as a team, understand each other's game, and then that is how to get results.
But even if you want to even look this game say from the start, from further say, like I say, they have been playing very well too. At the same time, they have been playing as a team. There hasn't really been much argumentation or something from both opposing players.
I'm always very reluctant to amount praise to this Nigerian side. Sometimes you look at the opposition team too. How good are they? That's the first question.
Yes.
As a Nigerian, I
how
don't think
good
you
are
can
Rwanda,
ever
right?
be over satisfied. You just hope they can replicate. That was a cynical foul.
Wow.
That was not nice from
Ndidi, come on now, you've gotten a yellow card. Ndidi.
Imagine someone that is playing for Leicester, and you can see the position Leicester is in the English Premier League.
Wow.
Are you telling me that there are no other better players that can replace
Ndidi is a fine footballer.
Nobody's. We are talking about that was at his peak back then. We're talking about current form. Football is all about current form. It's not about glory, old glory.
Okay. For me, if you are bringing arguments like this, I want you to like attach it with players that you have in mind. If you want to criticize his selection, you come up with the players that can replace
There are
him.
players at the bench there. You don't need to tell me to
because for me, I feel like
I still believe that
is
this
playing
team,
consistently in Leicester City.
This team, let me tell you one thing. Abraham Lincoln said, if you want change, there will be pain. At the end of the pain, it's going to be a great gain.
Beautiful words.
We can't continue just like you bought a new wine in an old bottle. It's still going to give you the same taste. What's come to us? Where are they? They are not progressing. Look at the team they are playing with. Wait, what is don't say so? Don't say what you mean. They are playing against team like Benin, all those small team, and we are on the fifth position on the table. What are you saying?
See,
are we progressing?
Football is more mature than this.
How?
Not like then we say this one is from
Ivory Coast has 35 million population.
Most of those players
Look
they are
at
playing
them. Look at Senegal.
they play in other countries. They are playing football. There's not like a small team or a small country again in football.
Like you said
mature.
from the onset, there's a lot of politics in the with the Nigerian Football Association, but then I don't see any other way for selection than to first of all look at the players in the forefront of football in general. If you want to pick even from the local point of view, you go first dey check people where they go play, where they sometimes if I dey play local football too, if I wan select players I go look how you dress, I go look how you dey dress as I think that's their first way of selection. They look at people that are the forefront, people that they look that they watch week in week out. That shows that some of these guys now they want players that have been tested and at least that they can trust. If you start bringing in locals now, you go see say sometimes errors go just. International football don big pass just kind of bringing in locals. At least they have to be at least be tested international level too. So I think that's just what selection is about.
What I'm seeing there is that if you look at our final last Nations Cup final against Ivory Coast, this same Iwobi killed us.
If you remember.
Honestly, and that was
And you're still
yes,
reintroducing the
It
same
was
guy.
not-
That is
That-
football.
listen
You
to
don't
me.
judge.
It
You
could
don't
be
judge
that
and
the
all
coach,
that
the coach
team.
still see a
And
potential.
it was not
Yeah,
solely
yeah,
down
yeah,
to
yeah,
the
yeah.
coach.
They could see that
See,
the coach
let me
still see a
tell you, let me
potential
tell
in
you.
it.
Those
That was
days-
exactly what I was saying.
Those days of Clement Westerhoff, Joe Bonfrey, they don't do that. They carry player based on the current form. Do you understand? Let me tell you, the coach, it's not just a coach, it's the team manager.
I want to ask you.
Listen to me. We have what they call the first team coach. The first team coach is not the team manager. The team manager supersedes everybody. The first thing coach that will run, they say this player is eligible to play for this match. This player is fit. This player is in form.
I don't hear that
Wait, listen, let me, don't shut me down. Then
I'm
we
not
pass
shutting
the paper to the coach that okay, this player from my own side is fit. Do you understand? It's not that you always bring by the same old players and you expect a new result. It can't work. We can't move forward. Let's not fool ourselves.
But are you
Point taken.
actually trying to
in
say
that in that same competition, that Nations Cup competition, did Iwobi perform in other games, or yes or no?
I didn't see anything. There was nothing
So
spectacular.
all through that
There was nothing
competition,
I
all
believe
through that,
they know why he's there.
It was not from what I
all
understand.
through that
didn't
competition,
watch the
he
competition.
struggled to have he like he never had a good game all through that competition. Did you watch the South African match?
Yes, I do.
So
South
Iwobi
African
did
match,
not play
we
well
only
in
won
that
the
game.
match. They played more better than us. True or false?
I will not agree with that. Honestly,
See, I'm not
watched the match
I'm not trying
very
to
well.
be
I might not agree with that.
I'm not
honestly,
trying to
because-
be Iwobi's advocate here. I'm not even.
But we should
his-
we should
his
give the guy
biggest
credit.
fan.
Honestly, we should give.
I'm
the
not
guy
his
some-
biggest
cut the
fan,
guy slack or
but
something.
having to criticize his whole performance in the Nations Cup, I don't think that's fair enough.
Honestly,
He had some good games prior to that final.
like
That
which
final
match?
was a
What-
disaster.
which
but
match?
we should
Not just only
based
him.
on only
All
that
I know
match
had a
alone.
poor game. Victor Osimhen had a poor game in that same final. All I know had a poor game. Victor Osimhen had a poor game alongside some other players. But then try to single out Iwobi is unfair to me.
It's
Now
very, very
he had
unfair,
some tough
honestly.
games, fine. But then he had some nice games also, and we it seems like we are not giving them credit for the
When
good
you say
games they have. And just
because you're
give them-
talking about introducing new players, do you know what it takes to introduce new players to know? It's like buying something to is something we were not there before. And how long will it take
for them to like
To blend.
to
To
blend?
blend.
That's what the problem is.
Listen, to me, let me tell you, if you ever play football,
Yes.
if you are good, you are good.
Yes.
Yeah, maybe you are in this school. Maybe, for instance, I'm giving instance, your parent now relocated to another place, maybe another state. Are you telling me that because they change you from one state to another school, you cannot cope? No. If you are good, you are good. It now depends on your teacher. Are you listening? I know sometime in in sometime it depends on the team you are playing with, your
Sometimes it's really
teammate.
right.
Yeah.
Oh,
Your teammate as well.
Yes,
Do
in
you
the
understand?
battle, yeah.
Just like Lionel Messi, bringing Lionel Messi to a team like Leicester, he can't do magic or wonder because of they are not good players that can make it more compatible for him.
it be like say.
like say Nepa don't finally
They
bring
don't-
lights
Nepa
for
don't
that
show light
for
for
that
South Africa match. We are
That-
seeing
that's-
1-0.
That's like a bad news for I said it from the onset.
Mofe Kang out 61 minutes. That is very wonderful for South Africa.
I
honestly.
said it from the onset that it will be difficult for Lesotho to see off that game.
You see that prayer,
yeah.
we'll go mountain.
I know coming out from that game with a draw will be so difficult. So I was just talking from a sentimental point of view that say Lesotho is trying to be like is going to like try to draw that game, but then South Africa is one go up, and let's just hope for a miracle now that like you said we were always hoping for a miracle that Lesotho is going to like come back and at least, because I don't want the people ahead of us to like be amounting points just as we are also.
Please, give me a quick flashback here. When we were looking at Burkina Faso's Dijupu match, we were not looking at 2-0 because what I'm saying currently now is 3-0.
I have said it. I said
Wow,
it. I
the
said it
second half
that
at
3-0.
that match is not a
3-0,
match for
honestly.
Burkina
The
Faso.
winning is sealed already.
Wow.
So if you check the odds comparison, right, is
What Nigeria really know right now? They need to win other matches, either they qualify or not. Because once they win their other matches, there's hope. Anything can happen.
Oh, we're looking
So
at.
what they done, and they need more goals also, because in case event will happen, that goal they can't. So they need more goals, and they have to win other matches. So open or praying that other teams should not win. I don't believe in that. So
take Nigeria as a chance now with Lukman, and it was a little bit selfish there.
I
He
like
tried to go on his
the
own
way
and-
the Rwandan keeper had punched the ball out. It seems these people are all out for putting their body on the line. I just they look there. Most of them,
Everybody
even
dey wan
Wale
cross
said,
top line.
do the
Line
same thing.
wey we don cross already. It's 2 goals up. We are 2 goals up already, and we are. I think we are still going to score more goals here.
Alpha, I still put that prediction for my audio, saying at 2-0, but
This match go end. I feel three goals to nil is.
You know, this current team, they are unpredictable. They they might conceive, they might score more because we still have enough time. So I believe that we can still score.
Okay,
but,
corner taking.
you understand?
Oh, beautifully
So
head.
it might end 2-0, it might end 3-1, it might end 3-0. But I know there's a
think
goal.
Rwanda is
There's
going to
still a
score
goal
We
coming
go,
in.
a goal will come in.
For me, I
honestly.
know if you say Rwanda will score from my own point.
You see something, most times this second half, most of this game where they play, you will just see that they might have learnt their strategies and how much they have been penetrating their back, defensive back. But every time we talk that beginning, the second half it be like game changer. It might still hold at this 2-0 position. Because me now, with me I want now my prediction, but you cannot just predict something like for Rwanda and just let go.
Although
Okay.
there's hope for Nigeria.
Okay.
Because most of those people are at the top of the table. Nigeria will slowly play.
Wait
play
till
the
they
second
look
leg.
like this now. South Africa don't score 2-0.
Yeah, it doesn't mean.
I
But
know
what
that,
really
I know
matters
that
is
game
that
is going to be a
what
tough
really
game for
matters is that
Lesotho.
because there's still hope. This is why I say there's hope that we have to play all of them.
Of course.
Rwanda, we have to play Rwanda again. So we have to play
Okay.
all of them. So if Nigeria can win all those matches, there's hope for them. There's hope. So
Okay,
let's-
why we dey look this? We'll check the comments again for sports. I mean, we'll laugh small because if I see some people for don't get joy like this now, honestly. Oh my god.
So we are playing Rwanda, and Rwanda is actually second on the log. Uh, if we win this game now, we will get 1 point behind them. But then we'll still be 2 spots behind them. So we just need to win subsequent games, and then
Score more goals.
the only way we will get any chance to qualify for this group. That
Oh, man, wow, this one loud. Looking at the table now,
Yeah,
my
but-
mouth.
like say we go still need that
next match.
calculator, abi.
My brother.
The table tight.
Like say we go need that calculator. Why we go always
Why
need
we say every time
calculator?
na prayer? You know, we wan do election. We dey pray make dem no fight, make war no start. Okay, after they go finish, they say they pray make the president do things well. Everything na pray.
It's just about
Na
prayer,
wa wetin dey
religion.
prayer?
It tire me, honestly. It tire me.
But other countries wey no even carry church for head, they are progressing, they are doing well, everything is in place.
So
wow.
no, we go come be like now. This next man with Nigeria, they play like say they play against Zimbabwe 25th
And we are
of
playing
March.
home. That is Uyo.
I think I think we are going to beat
Next week,
Zimbabwe.
Wednesday, Autism.
No, there's better hope for Nigeria.
for Nigeria,
Just
honestly.
4 point difference. So there's
Yeah,
better
yeah.
hope for Nigeria. If we can win all our matches, we can still qualify. If those guys don't mess up, so it's still for Nigeria.
They will come dey pray say head is for the maize Zimbabwe.
So that's we need to double our
My brother,
prayer.
now they touch me back.
We need to double our prayer.
Oh
If
my
to go
God.
Monty, go Monty
And
for
at the
them.
same time, the players shouldn't even relax because of the team that they are going to go up against 25th of March because it's
That's the thing.
Zimbabwe might look at like a team that might not have the upper
that is
hand
dead
at
and
some
dry,
point,
and then
but,
all of a sudden they go they draw Zimbabwe
Oh.
because now that one you come like they don't lose now. If na draw,
Yeah,
now
na
that one they
draw.
pay me. Now so we take draw 3 games now. We don't draw 3 games now. Win one now. We don't define ourselves for 50. We don't define calculator. Make they just win Zimbabwe, and then we have a shout at qualification already.
We hope for the best for Nigeria. Honestly, we really do. Okay.
Rwanda,
They look this match like
they
this.
try to find their own
The
miracle,
one that is
but
coming
If
into
I'm
the
to
game,
even
but
be the manager for Rwanda, why will you cross without having a vision of who is there or something?
across and inshallah, now they
You
call
can
him.
see
Look at this
what I'm
guy.
saying.
Look at what
the boy should
Rwanda is
have cleared
playing.
the way. He's just like trying to like.
Osimhen make a count. Oh, beautiful swipe from.
God save that guy.
For God's sake, honestly, Osimhen won't do that same to me.
What
Do
won't
that
put
first
up
time.
for thief?
Honestly, if
Go
we are
papa
to
your team.
we were to look at the first strike from that Osimhen where he made it 2-0, the guy is honestly very impressive with his long leg. The Batman of Super Eagles. That boy is so fast. honestly.
No be Iwobi be that. No be Ndidi be that. Person wey don dey on yellow, may no go spoil match for us. See am, you don dey yellow now. You dey make needless tackle.
I no go
When
dey
I talk,
surprised
they
if
say I
this
no
guy
carry
chop
talk.
2 yellow. Honestly, I no go dey surprised. He did in a rough
Honestly,
day.
if like say he dey vex for most of these guys, he dey valid. Sha, I understand you. Even me sef I dey vex, but then I just dey hope for the
Wrong
best.
passes.
Once you don't know that, you see only Nigeria alone. There's like almost 30 countries for this Africa. Do you understand? Nigerian population is over 200 million, not 200 million. A lot of countries 5 million, 10 million. Ghana no even reach 40 million. Africa is 35 million. Benin, how many million? Togo, how many million?
He did very
Rwanda, you don't understand. Now only we're not supposed to be. Nobody's supposed to see our back. You don't understand.
That respect supposed to.
That respect and
remember,
fear,
remember those
sef.
days.
Fear.
Remember those
Honestly
days, like those team, like Jobonfre team, Clement Westerhoff team, Amunike, the likes of Okocha, you know, Mutu Adepoju, what's the name of this? Benirua, the left back. You understand? Stephen Keshi, Olise. Just see them for in the dressing room, say, well, you go fear.
Unstoppable line up of that period.
You know understand?
How many trophies they win?
The Nations Cup, football don't be like
How
football
many
these days.
Nations Cup we win?
what's the clap back?
That was when football
They
was
sabi,
football.
they sabi play, they sabi play
No,
true.
you know what?
But then,
I don't want to talk go far because
to trophy.
whenever they watch ball,
It's how many
that-
trophies
you feel they correct,
Glad.
but then I go look
do
history.
you know what it takes for you to
I go
wear
look history too.
green, white, green? It's not child's play.
Like this, no
What do you say they wear? This one
like
na
this, no be still
two
child
you
play.
know.
If na child play, I go dey there.
Guy, na who
Na true na, if na child play, I go dey there.
brother, you no know person. You know person go dey there.
As I no go lie you. Millions of people.
Okay, so you want to
enter
see
this
that
thing.
connection.
I don go stream before be say some players see other player dey carry their boot dey dust am dey dey go house.
Wetin so?
Man pass man. I work for you. I can tell you that in the last African.
So you dey make big claim now say na sabi na him dey.
Yes, sir.
They-
Forget that thing.
But no be sabi na him.
You know,
Sabi no be sabi
you start this
Osimhen
match
use
for first
there.
half.
But
You know say the first goal na just 9
minutes.
minutes of the opening
How
match.
There's politics in football, we all know that.
Politics.
See,
Yes,
my
there's
brother,
politics in
na
football.
everywhere e dey. You see, football politics is everywhere.
See, Africa is very bad.
Because
Our
our
politics
politics dey
too
dirty,
glaring.
but even politics generally is dirty, and e dey everywhere. Either football, everywhere, politics is dey, and e dey. Shey even for the Europe wey we dey watch, politics no dey. Award wey dem dey give, politics no dey. Selection wey dem dey make, politics no dey. Politics dey
This one no
everywhere.
be award. This one na ball in the.
No, I just dey talk in
We
general.
are looking at it
Everything I just dey look generally. So if na by who sabi Osimhen no go dey there, because I know Osimhen also came from
The streets.
you understand?
Streets of it,
So
yeah.
Osimhen no go dey. If Fredin did no go dey. Who these people came from also low background, just like every other players in Nigeria that is so
Let
pretty
me
from
tell one thing. They say before you enter bush, you go clear bush. They hear me? These people, when those days now, when they hungry, they won't make name. They're hungry, they strive hard, and they made their name. Now they don't make name now. They don't feel retain that glory. Now, senior man. So understand, we know what I'm doing.
You dey correct. You dey
I tell
correct.
something.
But I just
You know
wan ask
this year,
one simple question.
it's just like
Shey na only Nigeria e dey happen? I no dey even talk
Sergio
general.
Ramos.
Look Europe.
Wait,
Look Europe in general.
Sergio Ramos today. He don't retire for Madrid. They don't give him a new contract. He still won't play. No one collect 1 naira.
At his age, that's his
Yes,
passion for
he's
the
still playing
game.
now in one Mexican club side. I'm talking to him. He scored. Was it the last 2 weeks? They have passion for the game. They don't have the money.
I'm talking national team
Money.
wise.
See, they are not playing the ball. In the European player, they don't play the ball because of they want to make money. They want to represent their country.
passion was
They are
there.
proud of their
Passion is there
country.
in their game, yeah.
What are you saying now?
If I'm to even predict much of Sergio Ramos' age, he should be in his 30s and he's
Late
still
30s
late
actually.
30s honestly, and he still doesn't want to hang his boots up in the air and say he's done.
The truth is that we still see most of these European teams. We still see uproar after their manager making their national teams call-ups. Sometimes we see them evading some players that are obviously in form. We see them inviting some players that are not so much in form. So then I just feel say na generally, and then if you wan come make am about Africa will go always dey worse. It's something wey dey happen for Europe. If na Africa, e go dey worse.
Right.
So we still see uproar in the media when English managers makes their call-ups. We still see uproar. Even Spanish team Balde wey be like almost the best left back right now for European football. Make Spanish call-up. So we look at those kind of situations and then we no expect anything less from African football.
You don't expect Balde to bench someone like Cucurella. You don't expect that.
Do you know Cucurella? But Balde is in a better form than
They want
Cucurella.
because of the team that he's playing with. Chelsea are not in form at the moment.
Hey, of course, you put those things
So
in
those
consideration.
these
into
people,
fact,
I
put
said
into
they always train.
consideration too.
They train. Do you understand? They always change. They train. they can see what they are doing during the training.
See, Alpha, we will leave waiting they happen for the olden days first. We will focus on the glory of the Super
This
Eagles.
one na winning match.
We will leave. I just dey looking as in I just.
How old I be? Now they talk of.
See, you can't judge this match now, but with the team with this match.
Yeah,
When I close eyes, when they turn back, if they play with reverse, they will beat these people.
like, but then we know close eyes. Where we draw to the match.
Draw with
They open their eyes.
Who we draw?
What position is Rwanda on the table?
Rwanda top
And
Nigeria now.
see, you
Top
know
Nigeria
why
on
are
the
they even the best? And they look all the teams wey dey that group. Now only South Africa feel say maybe fit give us problem. But we dey fifth, right? It's not na South Africa will play
Na me
follow
cause
play
am
the
now.
4 games.
Na me cause am.
When
I talk,
so I
I
don dey
say-
talk
say-
so
I know that they
for
talk.
this winning now, wetin I dey talk na
I
for this
always want
winning.
make you
Come still
justify.
give them accolades because if they draw, we no go carry cane beat them.
Sure.
If they fit draw this
But
game,
they
now we
fit-
no carry
they
cane
no-
beat them.
we go-
Just
we go
like
stone
we
them
no
o.
carry cane beat them for the last matches wey they draw. So any match
I remember the
even
last time.
even if na this Djibouti abi which one wey Burkina Faso dey play, even if na them Nigeria beat, we go give them accolades, we go give them credit. Because wetin we've seen them disappoint us even game that we least expect them. So anytime wey they impress us for any match whatsoever,
Now
gats
we all-
give them the
we
accolades.
see what we need more goals. Now
Burkina Faso.
it's not about just
now.
winning. We need more goals because that more goals really matters also. As we are winning, you need to score more goals.
Nah, Burkina Faso is leading
4-0
at the moment.
72
South
minutes.
Africa is
They
only
don't catch my guy now.
2-0.
They don't catch my guy.
2-0. You understand?
I say I never hear that nation name before. Na the
Burkina
thing-
Faso, you don't remember
No,
Bansi?
No, I dey talk the
the-
Djibouti abi.
Djibouti, an African country, an African country. You say you want to enjoy life, Faji. Just go there,
Go
go there.
there.
Weather is very cool, just like Cape
Just
Verde.
carry 10,000 from here and go
Seychelles.
there.
You understand?
Don't be
Nah,
go-
fine
go- go-
country.
big boy
Wait,
deal.
Alpha,
You go low, you go flex.
I suppose make that team national team now.
Yeah.
I go dey their number 7. Can't leg over
Go
for
Ghana
you.
now. Go Senegal. Make some. If let's say them bring their son come down like this, with the face like this, go up white to you like this.
It dey show for their skin.
brothers alone na beg.
I remember when I go Seychelles, man. I just go do 2 weeks. Me and my Sherry Coco.
Alpha.
I don't want to come back. Oh.
Alpha, you
You
remember when
better
I
not
predict say this game fit end like 2-0. See,
Yeah,
my seat no dey hot again. If I say AC go under
20
it,
minutes
I dey
20
feel
minutes for
confidence
football
them.
match e still long o. 2
My
goals
brother,
still fit come outside from this.
Sure.
Man U scored 2 goals in space of 1 minute.
Yes now.
Against Bayern Munich.
Champions League
I want for
final
you.
Champions League final for that. So now why they talk say your prediction still dey shake.
No worry, man.
I
Just
mean-
hang on to me. Don't worry, hang on to me. Don't leave me. Just
Ah,
let's just watch the match. Don't
I can
worry.
see
But then African football, I don't feel rule am
the
out.
Rwandan team
But then I
coming.
feel say 3-0
coming to
na
the
im go
game.
still finish.
If you look at it, we have more of the offensive games here. Look, what is it going to make of this? Shoot your ball. Oh my god.
You know one thing I'm seeing in this match is that and the Nigerian teams they have more experience in
Yeah.
terms of conversion. You know,
Player for player.
you understand more than the Rwandan team. You understand, and you know the names also. They shake them. You understand. I can remember like US '94 World Cup, Nigeria against Argentina. When Diego Armando Maradona carried the ball before the start of the match was doing ball
joking,
work.
yeah,
You know.
They show us
Some
what
of our
is-
senior men that year don't say fear catch them. When they carry ball they know that like for sure they do like this. That's my post on top ball. You understand. And when they start the ball they show them say we'll pass now. Yeah, they play the fair player now for you.
Let's look at other
So we
other
get
groups.
Osimhen a big factor
You know?
for the game.
Let's look at other groups.
Nice play, brother.
Osimhen has been playing very, very well.
When we talk about other groups, this is like Group A now, we know that Egypt is the Baba there now. So it's the one leading the group. If you look at Group B, see the way Senegal is still struggling now to even qualify.
Senegal, they are third on the
That's
table.
yes,
Honestly,
that's all. That's struggling because the point there, and those Sudan, Ghana now. That was to say there's not like.
I feel say we
I
dey.
feel say Sudan fit come out for that
No,
first
it's
level.
third.
Senegal is second.
They can't be second. They are third on table.
Check your table now.
Yes, no.
Senegal is second now with 8
I
points.
feel say we dey
They are on 8
lucky.
points.
We dey lucky for
DR
this
Congo
group wey
is
we dey
10
safe.
points. Sudan 10 points.
This one they have played their 5th matches. Senegal have not played their 5th match.
Okay, they are playing their 50 match now.
So you understand? So if they win now, Senegal will top the table.
I feel say we dey lucky for this group wey we dey because
We are very
he
lucky.
afford
Yeah,
us
those
to
guys
sleep
just mess
small.
overconfidence.
We sleep,
Bless you.
Overconfidence.
we sleep small. Na only this group we fit afford to sleep. Wey be say we sleep and those teams never zoom off. So now.
What kill now? Not too like Sarah.
Ah,
Sarah, they kill her like this.
nobody wey don't like Sarah.
They show na on a counterpart when I go play with. When I go the dance Makosa, like Jamila, the Ghana 90 West against Argentina, we go this dance and at the end of the day, no picture they can be happy football. Football and after 90 minutes.
Hey, they don't show work in small now.
Shocking.
We could just support the small workings where they show now.
Nobody say we don't support them. We support them now.
Honestly, I'm honestly trying to see what I can come up from this match. Honestly, this is the 72nd minute of this game, and apart from the scoreline itself,
I just from mere observation, I can see that even without looking at the possession, Nigeria should be, of a higher figure than Rwanda in terms of ball possession. I hardly see. I don't know. I hardly see Rwanda with ball or to maintain that ball possession.
Yeah.
Man for man.
I see Nigeria intersection or the way Nigeria they mark ball.
Since they start the second half, how many goal attempts has Nigeria made?
Goal attempts.
Yes.
Five, I think.
No, second half. I'm talking about second half.
In
Second half.
No goal attempts. So they're not even doing well.
Because they are blocking. Their shot is being blocked. You understand?
Do you know the funny part about Nigeria is that Nigerian football is that when they score one goal, two goals, they don't believe that.
They don't relax. I thought that thing for beginning of the. I
Yeah,
thought
we
that
we don't win the game.
I
We
love
need
that
more
thing.
goals.
They'll start playing conservative football because some of them they don't want to carry injury back to their.
I don't know why sometimes Nigeria, once they just get the hang of it at first half, they just decide to just relax at the second half. I don't know. They could just be saying maybe, there's no possibility of the opposing team to counter or something.
No, I can't really blame them because see, especially when it comes to Africa footballs, so those players, those foreign-based players, they don't want to because of injury or that because they know what it means. They're very important to their club.
Yeah, more than their national team.
That way they don't give their best.
That's why they make their money now.
They don't give their best when it comes to their national team. They don't give their best. They only say, okay, if anyhow it be, let's play it like that. Well,
Osimhen
I feel like Osimhen self is he overlapping or something because the guy they play most of all the positions when he play for striker, they play center back or something.
I don't see chance.
Let's
They
talk
no go
about
convert this one
our
like this.
next fixture, which is
Nice defending.
Zimbabwe.
Zimbabwe.
They did last for group
That
now.
is next week Tuesday or Wednesday.
I can organize boys that can
Today
win.
is
That can win
25th,
this Zimbabwe.
25th is 4 days from
Ah,
now.
If they can't pay the man, I can organize boys that will win
Tuesday.
Zimbabwe.
Wait.
And Zimbabwe is coming to Nigeria.
Yes, I can organize boys to win them.
They're coming. They're playing at.
I think Shey no go be formed.
International Stadium.
You no go be formed.
Okay, now for our home.
3 points.
Yes.
We don't sell that 3
I
points.
want to say that
one is
stadium
sure,
do
sure.
kill.
If Nigeria cannot beat Zimbabwe with at least 4 or 5 goals, they fuck up.
4 or 5 goals.
I'm telling you.
You they go foul. Come now Zimbabwe now they look like this.
They did last for group now.
Don't underestimate the power of people that are the last group. They fit fight to get into a higher point.
Not
That's fair. That's fair. But then
Not
you need
Zimbabwe
power.
come
You need
on.
power
For that place, they don't play football now.
I know go fit talk say I wan fight. I'm not going to look Anthony Joshua now.
Hey, now.
I go look person I wan face before I fit talk say I fit fight.
Even with the fear.
You know what? They say Yoruba say kiri labere kiri kò ṣe gbé mi fún díẹ̀. You understand? Say you need to small.
But
Osimhen, calm down with your games now.
We all go with the belief that and hope that we are going to win our next match, which is against Zimbabwe next week Tuesday.
But it's not going to be easy.
But it's not going to be easy.
Not
You understand?
very
Because this is African football. Their ball is
trying to be humble
physical.
here.
You understand?
Let's
They
try
play
to be humble.
physical football. The African football and South American football now physical. We all know.
Yes,
Now bone for bone,
Now
man for man.
for man.
Man,
They don't send anybody
Who
come.
gets it
So,
pass?
but what I would like is that we all have all the advantages. We are playing at home, maximum support. We always and look at our position in the table, and we're talking about the biggest football fiesta coming up next year. That is the World Cup, and it's going to be played in 3 different countries. Do you understand? So they want to put all their wholehearted effort to make sure they come out victorious next week.
I'm about to pause you right there. Since Osimhen is coming out into the bench right now, at what time? 76 minutes. Let's honestly, if I'm to be with the crowd right now, we'll have to put a round of applause for Osimhen. Osimhen has played wonderfully well at this match. Me myself,
Osimhen, I'm just praying for this guy to get a better club next season. Because this guy deserves a
He's
better
in form.
club.
Galatasaray
He's in
dey
form
okay
even in
for
Europe.
him.
I want to make a prediction.
He's on loan. He's on loan.
Osimhen in Manchester United next season.
Really?
Yeah, it's possible.
Yeah.
You just want to make me happy now. I don't understand.
I'm seeing that. That's what I'm saying.
So you just want to make my heart dey sweet
That's
me
what
as
I'm
I dey go out.
So wetin now? You want make Osimhen get?
Wait,
talent
so you
or
want make I
something?
dey dance?
That's what I'm
Now,
saying.
if you want see my dancing step, we continue.
I'm seeing Osimhen in Manchester United
Oh
next
boy,
season.
I go too
wow.
happy. I know
Maybe
that.
you got to
Usually
get job.
when
With an hilarious salary.
He will surely play well.
But then the truth is that as much as I want to see Osimhen in that Manchester United side, I also want.
Wait, calm
I
down.
also want.
now. Make him dey Chelsea.
No. I don't get Jackson. I don't.
Okay,
We don't give now one African player.
Wonderful.
I also want. I also want a situation whereby he go dey get regular service. Without regular service, strikers no go fit perform well. Shey you get. So then if you dey come Man U for it, say Man U wan try go all out for him, then we need people who go dey give am service.
Bruno Fernandes dey there now.
They work too much on top.
Bruno Fernandes na go serve those astronauts wey just come back from space. Go serve them food.
I dey tell you.
That guy.
I just say ginger never reduce by that time because he need person wey go dey do am
if you call 1 to 5 best striker in the world presently, Osimhen is there.
Yes, of course.
Mostly when it comes to
He's
his
a
heading
classical
capability, that boy is very
Generally, he's a
very
finisher.
good. He's a finisher, honestly.
In the air.
Arukudare coming for Osimhen, but the guy was so funny to me sometimes. When I want to mention him because I don't even know.
Arukudare.
So I don't know how long this guy has been. I don't know his football career anymore. I don't know much about his football career.
Is this not his debut for Nigeria?
What is it?
Is this not supposed to be his debut for Nigeria?
No, I don't
think so.
I don't think so. Please.
Okay, this is his first match for
His debut
Nigeria.
for Nigeria because this is the first time I'm actually seeing.
Because this is my first time also, and even the name is very funny to me. I think the name sound like my ancestors.
I will call that name again.
So Arukudare.
Arukudare.
No, this is not.
This one,
Aruku.
Arukudare.
Aruku.
Yes.
That means say to.
And that name sound as a Yoruba name.
Arukudare.
That means that.
Arukudare.
You do fan work.
Actually, and this is the
benefit.
best chances for him to prove himself. No, this is best chance for him to
How
prove
many
himself.
minutes? How many
No,
minutes?
as in for
He came in
this
the
match,
76
for playing for this
minutes.
match.
He has there's nothing to prove again. He don't do wetin he want to do. 2 goals.
No, we are not talking about Osimhen. We are talking about
Arukudare.
Arukudare.
Okay.
This guy. They need to introduce guy.
So I think this is best chance for him to prove himself, and we hope he can do better.
Well, we have seen a lot of
Because
super
at least-
sub.
Super
I
sub,
don't
yes,
even look
but
good. They even
you know,
I can't see super sub yet. Let me see how. Let me see in touch. Let me see in touch
You
with
know,
us.
we've seen a lot of super sub, but
Okay.
in a match like this, we're already leading with 2-0. We just need to maintain the ball and play with the time. So there's no much maybe impression we need from him. You understand? We just need them to just keep the ball calm, play with themselves, maintain the tempo, and also defend very well, so that at least let the 2 go lead. Since they cannot score more again, let them maintain that 2-0 against their next opposition, which is
Zimbabwe.
So I don't see what Arukudare or
Arukudare, nigga, the
or what
boy-
they call him.
the
Is it
boy-
Anikulapo or what they call him?
Toluwala She Emmanuel
Toluwala.
Oh,
Arukudare.
this guy is
Zimbabwe.
do you know this guy is
It is 24, 2000.
He's a foreign based player. He played at Belgian league, one of the Belgian club, Genk. And when I check his, he has performed very well.
Of course, before you can be called off to
Yeah,
the
he
national
performed
team,
very
his
well.
performance
He
will
has
have
been performing
been
very
up there.
well, honestly.
The guy and my brother said,
It seems that he's.
I believe he's a Yoruba boy.
It
Yeah,
seems the last
So,
match
and
he
you
played,
know, when
he
it
gave
comes
a
to
goal.
football, Yoruba boy, they only perform very well.
Yes, it seems
I
his
like-
last
I like
match,
your
chef,
PR.
he gave a goal at 81 minutes. I think he's a promising
I like
player.
your PR for you.
He's a promising
Burkina
player.
Faso don't go 4 goals up now against Djibouti
I
and
tell you
Tunisia.
earlier, say,
And DR Congo
Burkina
don't
Faso
go.
don't catch Mumaga.
Hey,
They don't catch
DR Congo now don't go one go up against South Sudan also.
Yeah.
So
Honestly.
for people who they expect to overrun for that game, like we dey talk about prayers now. If you start your own fasting and prayer now,
No, no,
for
no,
DR
Monte,
Congo
we need
to
to go
score
Monte.
one more goal.
So because that distance to communicate no go too far.
Like wetin I been talk from. I still dey ponder on top this thing. I talk this thing from beginning. Say this match go end 2-0.
Oh boy, if you like saying that your prediction.
Oh, Rafa, make I open my own platform now.
No, I agree with the prediction. No, why? Because there's something about Nigeria. When they score to go, they believe they don't win the match. So
Honestly, I've
You know,
understood
you
these
know,
people. I don't really
when
understand.
you mentioned, when you mentioned 2-0.
And I been talk Osimhen go score that.
Oh
my God, oh my God,
when
oh
you
my
mentioned 2-0, I said you read out my mind. But then when Nigeria scored an early goal, I changed my prediction for the game
honestly.
because I expected us to
Honestly.
score more goals. But then I don't. Like I say, I quick forget. Say now African football be this. Once they are up front, they want play kind of conservative football and they don't want concede goal, and they don't want
Injury.
go
Injury,
ahead. You understand?
and
To
stuff.
avoid
Playing
injury
against
and all of that.
Injury.
Honestly speaking, I want to appreciate the Rwandan team. They've been playing
Oh man,
very
they've
fair,
been playing
you
very,
know,
very fair. Honestly,
very
he
fair.
gave Nigeria.
Yeah,
a
they
setback.
respect and you understand.
They are
Oh,
playing at
understand.
home now.
No, what I'm saying. I mean, you can look at the way they are playing. They are not playing with
They are not the kind that will
vexation,
just,
you know,
The
bad
respect
tackles.
is there.
I know something that
yeah, you are right,
they will have
you are
collected
right,
close to 4-5
They
yellow
for
cards.
don't give us
yeah,
a
yeah,
blow for
because they are
that
home.
mask.
They want to impress
But
their
look at it,
fans.
we are the
you know.
one. Look at check the. I
Right.
just check the foul list. This thing now. The Nigerians have gotten more fouls than them. Do you understand?
Uh-huh.
So they
Okay.
are, I give
That
them
means
that
we are even more
respect.
physical in the game.
Yeah, we are more physical than them. You understand? So. Okay. So yesterday, I remember the matches that was being played in Europe.
Europe.
You know, we were surprised with some kind of surprising and
Shocking
unbelievable
results.
result. You know, Denmark beating
Portugal. I didn't see
you
that
know,
coming.
no,
Actually.
That France, I don't know what happened with France these days because
The truth is
because
that
despite
what
with
happened
our
to
skillful players,
the truth is that what happened to France is not just happening. They have been struggling even from the Euros. They have been struggling. They were. I don't want to say lucky for them to even get to the semi-final. They have quality players, but
They have
then
quality players, so what's the issue
The
with
team
them?
is
The
kind of
selection.
disjointed at this point. Their main creators, I think they kind of maybe in Pogba, their relentless tackler in N'Golo Kante, those important players that they are missing.
You do more honeymoon now.
Yeah,
You know,
so those
Baba they
important,
do honeymoon.
those important players that they miss now. This new set of I won't say new set, but then some newly introduced guys that they never really gel inside that team.
See
to
player
make
like
them
Toshinami.
as competitive.
Like I always say, some players don't get grace. You understand? Because he's not too spectacular, but it's just that he
and
has
he's
grace.
he's playing in real
Causing
almighty Real
them
Madrid.
problem against Barca. The penalty that they equalized 1-1 in the
He
Copa del Rey
considered
final.
that penalty.
He considered it. China, many errors. You understand? Let me tell you, if you are very good in your position, they won't be like interchanging you. Say go and play here today, go and play here tomorrow.
But then we see some
Can you
players
carry
that
Luka Modric to go and play 2?
no,
Can you carry to play 5?
they are honestly they are some
so-
versatile player. For instance, now can you say Valverde is not a good player?
Valverde is a very good player.
But then they use right now.
I'm
he's
talking
playing
about Tuchinani.
No, yeah, you made mention of some players. You talk say some players because they no really they good now. Why they change their position?
Valverde will only play at those three, one of the rows.
Do you know he has played right back for Madrid this
I know
season?
now, because
Like
of
twice.
injury.
Uh-huh.
I'm talking about when there is no injury.
I think when there's no injury, Tushimani will always play
Okay,
position.
let's pause this thing for a second. We are looking at a very set pushing.
Like say this new
what?
guys wey they introduce now, make they call romance boy, they bring them enter.
my God.
Like say they no wan write their name for
Do you
am.
know
That's
that,
what you're supposed to
now-
understand for this game. The like say as they don't score the 2, they can't they play some kind of a defensive game or
Yes,
something.
now.
They don't want the goal again. They just want to make sure
around
say
3 points.
that
They are-
2-0.
You don't know what
go just
you don't know what a
They are
goal
working
back
with your
can
prediction.
cause.
that,
A goal, just one goal. If Nigeria should concede one goal for this match now, you know you go surprise how Rwanda go. You go
Things
think
go
say
change.
na Madrid we dey face now.
Go be 3-1.
So now
Don't worry.
they wan just make sure say they play conservative football. And
see
at
one
least-
thing about most of the games where I don't see Nigeria they play sometimes it only end in that result score will be like 1-0, 1-1, 2-0, 2-1. You know it's sometimes it always remain you dey see them like 4-0 or 4-3 all this kind
No,
of things.
nah. What kind of pass is that?
But then this
So-
game they scored early. I expected them to
So,
score.
9 minutes opening
Anasa
minutes.
coming for Osayi. That last one, that guy, I think I met the guy some years ago at Kano. No, this guy, I think this is the second time he's playing for Nigeria,
Okay.
and he's a very best player also. I think he's played for the England Revolution team.
Okay.
Because I think I've watched his match like 2 times on online. The guy is playing well. I know that this guy is a midfielder. The guy need a
Osai.
so
Osai.
Alasan Yusuf.
Okay,
You
Yusuf.
coming for Osayi.
Okay.
So this guy, I think this is a no. I like it when you give other players opportunities to prove
opportunities.
themselves. No,
I think that was one mistake that please remind me of that manager that took us to the Nations Cup again.
that
um,
Mexican Pereira, what is it?
that Portuguese Jose Peseiro. I think that was one mistake he was making. He was too over reliant
On foreign race.
No, you don't.
and a particular first 11. So
Yes.
he don't really trust.
Don't,
those,
yeah, it's
so
all
I'll
well,
be
you,
so
you
happy
don't,
to
you
see that
don't,
this
no, you don't want
manager
to
is changing
gamble.
that.
That's what the problem
You
is.
don't
No,
want to
football
take
sometimes you have to,
risks.
you have to take risks in football.
Yeah,
You don't want to
that's
gamble
true.
some matches.
Mm.
That's why you have to believe
Especially
on
when
this
you
first
are
11.
ahead. When you are
So
ahead.
that's
Yeah.
only about football. At least I wish the guy best of luck. At least this is for the opportunity for him to. This second time he's playing for Nigeria, and he can prove himself.
Me,
also.
I don't really root
So-
for him. I won't say I didn't root for him. Me, I don't really been big supporter. But then, football fans now, you only take 1-2 results to change their minds. So now, I just thought, say, they toast me with this match. Maybe I'll feel grief for him for the
You
next
say
match.
not
You understand?
toast
So, but then he needs to impress me or else I don't turn my back.
Okay, they use the
That's-
T word, you think about that.
What I'm seeing here is just that the Rwandan team
They are still struggling
don't have,
to find
experience in
the
terms of
honest
trying to
way.
execute.
They don't
to
get
score.
creators
You
too.
understand? You understand? They
Nobody
just play the ball
do
around
magic
their
for
own,
them.
their own half. You understand? So Nigeria is
I-
like mark and go back, mark and go back, mark and go back. And
Has
while the time
anybody,
is
has
going-
anybody observed something that Nigeria they lack midfielders?
Yes, creative midfielder.
Yes.
Since I've been watching this match
Exactly.
now, I can't see anything coming out from that midfield.
Not spectacular. You understand? Nobody distributing the ball. You understand? There's no.
You don't really get skillful
how are
midfielders
we-
normally.
Let's assume that we qualified. How are we going
Going to play the tournament.
tournaments?
That's
See,
the
Ever
thing.
since Mikel.
I think that should be offside.
Ever since the like of Mikel, they left. I have not seen another maybe wonderful or creative midfielder that you can use to compare. They just play.
And this has been happening for so many years.
So
Yes,
many
now.
years. Even
And they don't bother to
even
work on it.
even the later days of Mikel Obi, we don't dey struggle to dey see creative midfielders for that
Midfielders.
team. The truth be say, where are they going to come from? That's the first question because
That is-
looking at
you have
even
scouts.
Europe's.
See, let me tell you one thing about football. You have to scout for talent.
Yes.
You understand?
You have to.
You have to scout for talent. I remember those days, Pepsi. We have like almost 5,000 footballers. You see, scout, they will come. You understand? They give everybody chance. You understand? It might not be equal chances. You understand? And it's everybody can.
You are very big on that
A
one.
wonderful platform that everybody will
Chances
showcase their
Wow,
talent.
I
You
love this.
understand?
I love their
Some people,
stadium.
They are
Wow,
ball
very
ball
good
joggers.
stadium.
You understand? But when it comes to the field of play, zero. You understand? So I'm telling you that.
No be like you dey see for
the
Rwanda.
last Nations Cup.
Can you imagine?
Listen,
Nah,
wait.
say-
The last Nations Cup, we were leading Ivory Coast by a lone goal. Do you remember? First half.
Yeah.
I wish we have a player like Mikel Obi. We will have won that match.
That can slow things
Yes.
down. That can meditate football.
Moderate the midfield. You
That's
understand?
true. That's true.
That
You're
can
right.
kill
You're
the
right. We don't
pressure.
get that
You
experience for
understand?
that. Yeah, you're right.
That was what happened. That was why I was saying that Iwobi. That was what.
This
so-
Iwobi,
so-
I don't know. I think this guy
Yeah.
has.
I don't know. It won't be.
No
It
get
won't
out.
be done for yellow card.
I think there's something wrong with this guy when it comes
Guy,
to national team
Can you
football.
imagine?
I think because
It's not.
it's
It's
play,
not.
when I
Everybody-
watch
It won't be
Everton
pressurized. It
table.
won't be having
no,
pressure. I
no,
don't know.
No, it's play for Fulham.
See,
It's play for
see,
Fulham.
when I watch
It's
when
doing well
I
as
watch
Fulham.
Everton
It's
matches,
doing well as Fulham.
he's playing well.
No, it's as Fulham.
Let's play well. Never.
After we offend them,
doing
we
well. No,
offend
that's
this
Fulham,
Iwobi.
not
There's
Everton.
something wrong. When it
You know
comes to
that,
Everton.
you know that
He no
period
dey
when
Everton.
they really gave a clap back to Iwobi that made him to even close his Twitter account.
Yes,
he was,
now.
he was
That's what I was saying
seriously
that time,
being
now. You were
bullied
saying
at that period. So I don't know.
Me,
Maybe
I
it's
know-
still having an effect on him during
I
this
think
match
so.
or something.
Something wrong with this guy
He,
because
to
now,
the
My
point
own
where
simple-
Nigerians were even telling that she quit
My own-
football and
Yes,
go into
now.
music.
Go to
And
music.
I find that very offensive.
My
I
own,
really do
my
find that
own
very
simple
offensive.
analysis na
You
say
know get
maybe
another person-
African football no dey for Iwobi.
Let me tell
He has always been playing European football.
Let me tell you
no,
let me tell you something about some players. A club like Manchester United, Chelsea, Real Madrid, Barca,
Okay.
you can't see just a below average player. Do you understand? You can't see a below average player there. Do you
You
understand?
can even you struggle to an average player self go struggle to stay for that kind of thing.
Do you understand?
do you know one of the problems Nigeria is facing before long? Once a player is when they're playing well, additional time is 5 minutes. 5 minutes additional time is
additional
decided.
5 minutes. So you know that's what I tell you. 2-0.
Let me. I want to talk about something. Once you are playing well for Nigeria team, for national team, but if you miss some chances that is so little go, do you believe that Nigerians will keep criticizing
They
you?
will forget about the
will
good
forget the
things
good
you
things
done.
that we do.
That one
See,
is
see,
normal.
see, I want to talk about
It's-
Yakubu.
It's not so good.
Yakubu is a fine footballer.
Yes, now of course, even for
A
Nigeria.
single mistake.
But it was a
Let
big
me
one.
tell you something. Let me tell you one thing. See, Yakubu, most of his goals in the national team has been penalty. Go and check it very well.
Yeah, you are right.
He has never been fantastic. Listen to me. Because he lost in that South African 2010 World Cup, even a pregnant woman carrying back in another baby to score that ball.
I support you on that one.
What are you saying now?
I mean, no even
See,
try
those are just average, below average player.
Okay. Why about this man? This your bad boy.
I know get forgiving spirit.
That the girl was criticized of recent when wife say make me leave my husband alone. No. This striker so. I never forget this.
So I don't drag the guy like
Let me tell you one thing. The luck Iwobi has is that his uncle Okucha, maybe his influence. Secondly, when he was grooming Arsenal.
Is that what we're going to call connection or something?
Is before
connection.
Which connection passed that one? You understand? He was grooming Arsenal. Arsenal is a club that week in week out we all watch their match. You understand? So
but don't forget that he was also brought to the first team by Arsene Wenger.
You hear me that you're not listening to what I'm saying.
No, because
You're not listening to what I'm saying. I'm telling you that the grace is because of he has been playing Arsenal and they play week in week out.
No, the reason why I said that is because if he's not
was
good,
playing for a team like Perugia, Regina in second division in Syria.
but let's look it from this angle. If he no good, Arsene Wenger go bring am come first team. Do you know how many players? Do you know how many players that is longing to play in Arsenal first?
When during Arsene Wenger time, he wasn't in the first 11 now.
Yeah, he's still young now.
He's still young. He's still young.
So my own argument is that if he no good, if he don't drop, and don't forget, if we're not going to lie, he will be first appearance for Nigeria. He performed well. In
That
first
was when
period.
he was playing with the Mikel now because they were this senior men.
Hey, so can we also say that he's lacking good players in the national team?
Let me tell you what it is.
Part of
Discipline.
What's going on? It seems that most of the Nigerian teams right here are just collecting,
I said
Are you kidding me?
I told you
This
now.
boy just came in now.
If they need yellow card to see the result, I mean they collect them.
Even a black card.
No,
I did tell you.
yellow card still na disadvantage you.
You will not play the next match now.
No, that's if you.
That's
That's if you.
disadvantage you. You just collect them, not to collect them with sense. So
So, I don't know what Nigeria are shifting to honestly, but you say they are just
I think the game.
So
the game
let's
was-
assume that Osimhen don't play this match now. What will happen?
Somebody, no be person give am
not
ball
be
to
saying na
score.
everything Osimhen go handle now.
Na him mark, na him still score. Na him mark.
But
See, we need
Can't
to
do everything now.
we supposed to talk
Apart from
about this
Osimhen now,
thing.
which other striker can we count on?
Which other striker can
That's
we
a
count
big
on?
question.
That's allowed though.
That one na big
That one
question.
allowed.
Lukman now. Abi?
Lukman,
If
Lukman
you
is not
shift
striker.
Lukman,
No be striker.
Striker.
We get Boniface now.
You understand?
Boniface now.
You see how they bone my face. You see how they bone my face.
Boniface self.
You see that Boniface, the guy lose confidence.
I don't want to even
I don't know
talk
why.
about Boniface.
This guy is a good footballer, but I don't know when it comes to.
He never performed for Super Eagles. He never get one good performance for
Yes,
Super
you are
Eagles.
right. You are right.
Boniface
But-
is not flexible.
He's not flexible.
Player.
When I watch, I think he played for Leverkusen, right?
Mm-hmm.
When I watch his match, sometimes the way the guy who ball, and he have a good sense.
He has
But
good
when
sides too.
so what the problem is that when it comes to national team, I
Even
don't know.
in Bayern,
Maybe-
he's not
maybe-
the top 9. He's not the first 11. He's not the first
Yeah,
11.
it's not
No,
first
he used to
11.
be. He used to be
That
their
was
He used
first
to
back
player.
most
then.
times.
Last season,
That
their
was back
best
then.
season. He
I'm
was
talking
the
about last
first
season. Talking
player.
about this season. I used to
No,
last season.
no, I'm just saying last season was their best season. You
That
know,
was when
compare-
their
season was their
top
best
player,
season.
top 9 has injury. They used him. And when the guy came back, he
But he
started
deliver.
this- I'm going to score.
I think no.
What about that player with WIRTZ?
Boniface was one of their best players last season.
Nah, yes,
This
he's one of their
season,
best players.
this season, sef, he don't get injury.
He don't get injury.
Yeah,
So,
so
like I
he
say,
play- he
5
play
minutes
factor.
don't reach for the stoppage time. So
Now the referee will.
all those ones wey put money for my prediction, when I dey bring am because honestly, I'm honestly very very good.
Tomorrow morning, I'll call knock for your door. Give me some prediction. So I go fit take
I honestly don't know, but sometimes if you dey look game, you go first observe the lineup sometimes and observe their previous matches.
Yes.
Wetin bring them to this. Now most of the things wey most of these sporting players dey always play, sometimes when they look at most of these players, they can already predict the outcome of those matches. I look this, I dey already thought say na 2-0.
I feel say some people could dey disappointed.
No,
sha.
we all know.
Full time now.
From beginning, we all know that. We all know that Nigeria football, our goal no dey pass 2.
The referee has seen at the end of the match.
Yes,
thank
now.
God.
At least.
Honestly,
wonderful
I'm very very
prayer.
impressed with Osimhen.
With a lot of prayer and begging and everything, at least we win the match. We won safe. Now not win again. We won the match.
Hopefully,
So,
hopefully
But
we
this
can win the next one.
Osimhen, I go call the like take a lot of
let's
drinks now. Oh my God, Nigeria played. They played well.
It's not easy. 90 minutes. No
Osimhen, I owe you one bottle of.
Osimhen don open
You
shot
know,
nobody.
you know what I want to say? I want to tip in something. Let me tell you one thing. The team, I'm seeing the team, a good team, need discipline. Do you understand? I remember those days of Stephen Keshi. You don't come to training late. You understand? Before they went for 1994 World Cup, they came to train at this Skyper field there. The Super Eagles, they trained there. I went there, I watched there. Well, listen.
Okay.
They watched it. We need discipline in that team. Do you understand? Those days, I remember when JJ went to tint his hair, they called him, say this is not a fashion school. Do you understand? We need players that when you hear that so person is there before you, yourself, you go shit for body.
Those days, money has not popped into football.
No, listen, wait. We're talking about money. How much? Nigerian players
Yeah,
don't want
you're
to
right.
20.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Balogun,
Most
wait.
of those boys they really are big
Forget
boys.
about money.
Even their coach.
No, ancestor, they play
We're talking
pass
about-
na
we're talking
your
about-
point
we're
dey
talking about
valid,
football.
but
We
na
need
rule
success
na.
now. Not about money. We need the team to move forward.
No,
We need
generally,
discipline. From the
generally,
managerial
generally,
to the
discipline in
football.
football has reduced. We
Has
know.
reduced.
Be-
Even
because
that's-
waiting, because
it's
those guys are not become
happened
big
to,
boys.
it
Not be
happened
only,
to
not
Rashford.
be only national
It
team
happened
wise.
to Anthony.
Yes, they
When we
happen
come to
everywhere.
training ground,
Even for Man U with
So,
Paul Pogba,
Nigeria
all the
breed
talent
are
dey
big
there,
boys.
but you know na true.
So they don't respect.
then,
They don't respect their coach anymore.
so all those things that
Are
they
you supporting that?
No,
everybody
everybody dey support, but then
But
at
this
one
one now,
at one point or the other,
No,
we
you have
go
to give
get
them that
choice.
So if
respect.
you have a son now, your son now, because he's making money, he can do anyhow to you.
But you have to
father.
give him your own
You
respect.
cannot,
You have to give him
that
your
is
respect.
true.
His
No,
own
now
respect.
you have to like
There are
put
some
things
grounds
accordance.
set up
Yes,
for
now,
you.
yes.
Generally.
Set
You
back
look
to-
generally.
Honestly, now,
Our FA, they have compromised. You understand? You carry someone that does not even know about sport to be minister of sport. Someone that does not know about they are doing FA chairman, people, politicians, or the ex-footballers. They are
Now
not even
who
found.
know the way now?
You understand? So it's very hard for that department to move forward.
To move forward, yes, to progress.
Hopefully things go
Honestly-
change.
honestly
So
speaking, I just-
South Africa sef don colobi their own 3 points.
Na so
Burkina Faso sef don colobi their that one no be even that one pass
okay, I say
colobi.
the Chibo to serve, I be waiting they call her. They
They
score one. They
score
score one.
that country.
They are
They go
optimistic at some point.
you see say they go
4-1.
declare public holiday for that
go
country.
there enter o.
For that one goal wey they score, I dey tell you.
That country na very fine
na
country o,
two
bro.
na two
See,
hard.
honestly,
That country na very
honestly,
sweet country.
okay,
You
now.
see Mauritius, Mauritania, Seychelles, Maldives, Eritrea, Seychelles, all those countries, and this Djibouti na very fine country. Even Botswana, na sweet
So
country.
we
Say if you go there,
really
go relax your
appreciate
mind.
our players. What they done today, we really appreciate. Despite they don't score more goals, but at least
Their
They
team
don't
we
work.
get what we want.
They don
Yes.
disappoint
So,
2.5.
Balogun, go buy candle, 7 candle. Una go
So
fast and
let's
go pray overnight.
hope for the next match.
Honestly,
And I
that
believe, I
25th of
hope
March.
that we're gonna win next match because I
Sure,
know that
3 point assure.
it's very sure for me.
Against
Very
if-
sure.
if
They
they-
need to pack up. They
that
need
is
to.
the-
But they need to-
training
they need
ground,
to
they
do
need
more
to
better
take
than
it
this.
That is
seriously.
the Harare
They need
World
to do more better
Elite.
because that
Harare
time
World
that's
of
why
Zimbabwe.
so this kind of a team 2-0.
And then you now come even a draw. I'm not even expecting a draw in that match. I shouldn't even be expecting a draw.
We
in that
can't
match.
we can't draw the match. I
Well-
already see the future of that match.
Do you know what?
I will see future for this
2006. So 2006, our last match qualifier
If you don't tell me that
to
we're gonna win
our last match qualifying to Jam 2006. Last match against Angola. They took that match. They wanted to play that match at Abuja Stadium or Calabar Stadium. They took that match because of politics to Kano Stadium to play that match. I wanted the match 1-1. I remember that Figueroa. That was the guy that equalized at number 7 for Angola. That match. We lost that match because of what? Indiscipline. Go and watch that match again today. You come back and you tell me thank you.
Just not only Africa. I just see the rent out stadium to the party. Especially Nigeria.
No. I think
Josh.
it is everywhere.
Go national
It is
stadium.
everywhere.
They
Even
do
in
miracle.
I'm talking Africa.
They do miracle for
even
Sweden
in
church.
Europe, we've seen national teams.
When few days to the match.
Wait.
Not
What's
national team
They
stadium,
don't
like
show few days to
football.
match.
No, few days to match.
They do church for
No
them.
be church, but at
And
least
now
they do events like
Stadium is meant for event. It's an event.
Eh,
place.
eh, so-
But it's
No,
not.
to
It's,
church.
listen to
church
me,
too na events too now.
listen to me.
events
Listen to me. The stadium, inside stadium, it depends on the capacity, how they take do am. You understand? Like boxing, some matches, big top match, they go use stadium because of the capacity. You understand? Wrestling, they use stadium. You understand? Because of capacity. Depending on what, not church. Do you understand? Let's call a
I
spade
don't know
a
why that
spade.
thing does sound very, very annoying to my
You carry the other day I went to Sulere Stadium. I see some goats, ram. They chop grass for.
They chop grass, yeah.
Can you
Yeah,
imagine?
they
Look at the
they
stadium.
reduce the
Go
grass
look
now.
Sulere Stadium.
Which kind of method they want take they use the
Go see from
Yes.
Barracuda filament full everywhere. I was there. I was
I
showing
don't
you.
know. The factor you say they try
our standard never
you know, just very,
very
very
poor.
poor.
Can you imagine this guy saying standard? What's his
Yes,
standard?
now.
It's like as if
We
the
see
sports,
our football
the sports
standard is
federation,
very
they are not
poor.
leaving us to fend for ourselves. They are not even
Very, very poor.
Grassroots
Ancestors.
football.
Facilities.
Ancestors. The
Facilities
truth
and
is that
stuff, it's not
good
good.
the situation generally
I was there
in the
Nigeria
economy
Ghana 2000.
it go
That was the last match
go
they
show
played.
for
that
other
stadium.
places of
After the match,
It's not be saying a
Nigeria
high
lost the
passion
match by
say we
penalty
get for most
by
of ourselves.
Sikedia.
Not for even the at
Ikpeba.
least stop ourselves for most of
Peter Kweba
us.
lost. He scored the penalty, but because of those days, there was nothing like VAR. You understand? So he immediately played the ball. He took his hand to his head. Mogbe. You know what Mogbe mean? Mogbe Modano. MMM.
they call rule am out. I remember.
Out. You understand? When the players were going, you understand? I remember our fans, you know, Lagos fans, they're mad gone. They don't get joy. They threw stone to their coastal balls. I know it was very shameful. They put up their whole hearted effort for that match, but luck ran against them. You understand? So it was a very crucial derby with their West African brother Cameroon. You know, the days of Samuel Eto'o, Rigobert Song, you know, Jemba, Pius Ndefi, you know. So, but we need those spirits, that particular spirit, those days, that winning mentality. Agawa came in against Senegal to equalize that match, and we won that match. He scored 2 goals. He was introduced, and he scored 2 goals in that match, and we won that match. People like Tijani Babangida, Okada, Speed Razor, they played very well with their whole heart. Not players that will come and do fashion, they sag. You know, they just chop knuckle, they just go to club, you know. No, we need players that are dedicated, people that are proud of you, they are very passionate about the game. That is how we can move forward. We need grassroots football back, not no man football.
I am in a honest support with what you're saying. Honestly, what you say right now is exactly what we need for this federation and for the Super Eagles. Well, honestly, this will wrap up the Hoka right now. I have to say this is one of the best, sitting I've done with most of you guys. I've learned so much, honestly, as me myself as a student. Honestly, even though I watch matches, but
You know,
I
today with
learned.
ancestor, no learn now. With ancestor.
There's something funny about African football these days. Do you know that they score more goals than before? African football.
You know why? Because now there are more introduction of the European players. Now the African football save don't those people they play Europe now. They don't dominate. They don't dominate. You will see ordinary Lesotho save. You go see in a foreign based players they play for them. Or you know before all those people that they come with grassroots players. So Nigeria say before you go see now. You go see them go this is on a farmer.
Person just come from
Now
farm.
you go see
make
na
up
big understand so now
We have some matches coming up later in the day. We have Burundi will take playing at home to Ivory Coast. Ghana will playing to Chad, Ethiopia to Egypt, Guinea, Somalia, Niger to Morocco. So what can you talk about the upcoming matches?
I'm very optimistic about that.
I would like to hear from you, especially your prediction. I want to predict those matches.
Oh yes, now.
Because I think this is a better chance for him to become a millionaire.
No.
So I would like to hear from you.
I don't know, honestly. Okay, even to say I won't even predict. Okay, I'm optimistic about that Ivory Coast Burundi or something.
Burundi.
You see, Ivory Coast now the team we will play against for final that time.
Yes.
There's no 2 ways. Hands the Ivory Coast is going to beat those teams.
So I tell you, there will be more goals. They will score more goals in that match.
Make I keep him at 3-0 for Ivory Coast.
Ivory Coast is playing away, shall.
Yeah, Ivory Coast is playing away.
Yeah, yes.
We won't get away. Once you are good, you are good.
That away gets one particular.
For African football,
because
away
they are
is
not
more
defending
role.
team.
Maybe Nigeria win 2-0.
Rwanda.
Probably
You want make I
Nigeria,
criticize
maybe
team?
Nigeria won today to Botswana 3-1 away. Once you are good, you are good. Forget it. I be the ball. Na triangle shape be the ball.
Okay, say okay. What about Nigeria team? Those the local leagues. When you are home, you will win. When they are away, they will lose.
Yeah, because there's pressure on the referee now.
But that used to be then, not now. Don't cast my ticket well. Away. Beat person for nyama 3-1.
It's very.
You don't play there.
How often does he happen?
Because most person once they are home. See, last time I carried him back because he was away, they home beating one. Can you imagine?
Ima was those days, back in those days of where we have the like of Vicente Yema, you know, all this this one area, all those guys back then.
Remember that I still doing well.
They're no more like it used to be. You understand? Look at Shooting Star. You can't compare Shooting Star those days to Shooting Star of now. That's what I'm saying. A lot of teams have transformed. You understand? Like some teams that used to be back those days, they are now topping the league. Like Aqua United those days, they won the league like 4 seasons.
Where was the Ikorodu United
They are
before?
down bottom the table. You understand? People like Enugu Rangers those days. You understand? When you hear the team say stationary stores, you know, BBC Lion those days, you know. So Leventis, you know, but they are no more like that again. Football has changed.
Honestly,
I remember last season you had one team in Lagos, Sporting Lagos. They were beating everybody left, right, and center. Today I don't see them. They were even playing intercontinental matches. You understand?
I don't even hear from them again, sir.
anyway, we go look the.
So as I talk, as I was saying, so let's look at other teams played, other club, other countries. So, my brother, I want to hear your prediction, please.
Why?
See this country. See this country. You have to find other means to get money.
You know, say best. You know what I call bet? You know what I call bet? I call bet youth empowerment program.
Yes, of course.
Okay.
Just you have to gamble responsibly.
Yes,
You have to play it wisely.
that part you guys ponder on very very well.
Yeah,
you
have to bet
gamble
responsibly.
You have. I don't know that you go even talk and clarify am more better. You guys be 18 plus to even gamble.
Some
Yes.
gamble, yeah.
Honestly speaking.
Nice. You know, nice say Kimaja you read me before I play Lotto. Do you understand? I always say that if we are playing bet, the money you know you can give to a beggar. This is to play. If
Honestly.
he come. If you no come, story for the
It's
gods.
the same thing.
Do you
because
understand?
Do you know the paper that older women are playing it now?
Yeah, now what for you?
There was a day I was passing at nearby here. There was a shop, bet Nigeria shop. I saw one lady there was playing. I was like, can you imagine married woman?
She has no choice.
Don't be hustle now, hustle now.
No, it's a hustle at the same
Na
time.
hustle now, you know.
Thomas
See,
Plus.
gender
Hustle,
inequality
hustle.
no there for gambling.
I dey tell you.
There is no gender inequality for gambling. If you even see, even in my school, even in my school,
But there are some states they ban gamble. They
they
ban
ban it because the
They're
people
not.
who are making use of that sport or that gambling possession are abusing it.
Yes.
It is not that the people that ban it are saying that it's because they just feel like banning because it's too much. They can. It's a way of it's a way of making. If you are lucky, you're lucky, but don't abuse it. That is the same thing. It's just like forest.
Some people even commit suicide now.
Okay, it's just like
Because
forest. Man.
gambling.
Forest go tell you say, you know, if they add, you know, if they how they put that, you know, if they add money or stake money based on wetin you no fit lose.
Yes.
You understand how they talk? You cannot go to sporting and be gambling on sporting. Gambling on what you cannot afford to lose and then you lose it. Then you come up and you're saying I lost my in fact you are gambling your school fees.
My brother, let me tell you something.
I
was in Kano.
Where they enter where they make you dey talk that kind thing you wan gamble your school fees.
I was in Kano
Come on.
2 years ago when I book.
Come on.
The community contribute money for am make he buy keke maruwa abi na keke napep na dey call am keke maruwa. My brother carry this money o that time na still 1.8 million. You go use am for zaga for bet naija.
They come zaga.
The guy run away o.
Finish.
The community dey find am
no
they
go
wan
run.
They won't kpai
they
am.
wan let am know. I no wan say wetin they wan do am but wetin they go do am you no go dey for this life to talk wetin dem do am. So you understand so you
And this has
advise
been happening to our
Most-
youth.
most
Our
of
youth they believe on gambling.
shortcut not even gamble
Shortcut,
shortcut.
honestly, you go see person wey go tell you say omo bros I wan use this 20 now make I win 4 million. How?
You know what we
even me say wey
I'm
dey
not
play that
you.
sport.
Nobody is supposed to be in sports of
in
that.
Africa,
They go come dey talk say they wan
Well,
come dey pray. They are praying on that. Why?
Do you know what? You know
Why-
that.
why
You know
are you
that.
stressing
I
yourself?
remember like 2017. Those days I was still playing ticket. No, we still play ticket now. We play on the phone live. You know. So I saw like 4 women in one of the best shop. I was like, what's happen, madam? Mama, this one. They tell me say they say somebody chop 49 million. That was when a man
They won't go collect their share now.
9 straight draw. You understand? So those news they make themselves they look say this person don't get too head. So we have come to the end of today's program and we really want to thank everyone here. Shout out to Nonso, David,
the predictor.
Nonso the new octopus in
you know
town.
what to put in down.
Tunde Balogun. You understand? So we want to thank you for spending this
And
amazing
special
time with
thanks to
us.
Victor
We'll be
Simetu.
back. We'll be back on the
And
25th
the
of
supply.
March to
Nigeria Zimbabwe, and I'm still very optimistic about that match too.
Don't get me wrong. I will not bring out the prediction yet, but don't worry, we will hear from
They
you.
never
Okay,
carry
I will hear
out
from
command.
you.
Let me
Okay.
consult
They never
my
carry
people.
out-
Consulting the
That
oracles.
match comes, so,
Hey,
thank you so
I
much.
mean, make I be the first person we go tell.
You say, I know we are going to win. I know that one is for sure. You understand? That one is very sure.
Sure,
Shout
we'll
out
win
to
the match.
Tamina 675. They are really doing a good job here. We want to thank the host. You know, it's
No,
always fun.
At least we have been, at least for some times now. No, our prediction is working well.
Yes,
course.
now.
And I believe you follow us. If you follow us very well, most of our prediction is working well because especially on weekends. So if you even know you can gamble you have passion for gambling. Not that I can't say passion. Maybe you just want to risk some so amounts.
If you want to make punting your
You want to
your
double
way to do.
your
Can
husband.
follow us.
So follow
If you
us.
want make 10k 20k.
So shout out
follow
to
us.
Tamina 675.
675.
You are really doing us great here. More blessings, more power, more grace. You know, we look beyond seeing something more magical, more wonderful to
That
come
is-
from Tamina 675. You know, where we give you all the right pundit predictions. You know, news around sports all over the world, globally, and other stuff like that. You know, so follow us live on YouTube. You know, our Facebook channel, Twitter, Instagram account. Just try and follow us.
Everywhere.
Subscribe, like, share, and comment. Respect. Tamina 675.